I'm declaring war on fat gay kids. Not the kids themselves, but on whatever's making them so fat, gay, and pathetic. I'm talking seed oils, SSRIs, MSNBC, and perverts masquerading as teachers and guidance counselors. Sorry, but as an educator, you can't show off your extensive collection of marital aids anymore, okay? America isn't a dance school, a video game competition, or an OnlyFans academy. It's a country. And with the help of President Trump, we'll be focusing on eliminating the things in our society that are turning our kids into effeminate weirdos and skanks.
I just like the beginning there.
I'm declaring war on fat gay kids.
Rob's out of luck, as Leighton said so quietly.
Yeah, Leighton, Rob is out of luck. Plus, he's declaring war on the LP Alliance. The RFK war on libertarians continues.
Oh dear! All the fat and gays are going to be gone. What is the LP going to do?
It's going to cease to exist.
Alliance toasted as fuck with Tim.
It was a good time, right?
It was fun. Yeah,
we made it fun.
Most of it.
Yeah, we made it fun. It was fine. You got into some like argument with Amanda about something, and I just tuned it out. I don't even remember what it was.
Oh, I'll always battle autism for autism. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Like two superheroes clashing, except autism.
Is there a way you can turn your mic up? Leighton?
Yeah, turn it up, Leighton. We can't hear you.
I've had this issue before, so I might have to rejoin if it gives me the trouble that it gave me last time, but let me check real quick.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not picking me up. Give me 1 second.
Go ahead through your introductions there, Mitch.
Alrighty. Well, we got a fun show here tonight, but obviously, before we get into any of the news, we do got some traditions to get to, and I have an announcement of a new beverage for the swamp. So before that, I'm going to let you all go around and say what you're drinking.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I'll go first. Got the Widow Jane Decadence here. I've never really talked about this, but apparently this is finished in maple syrup barrels here. So this shit's got a pretty sweet kick to it. And I mixed it up with the vanilla Coke, so we're going to have a little smooth ride tonight. I know. Yeah. Smooth operator.
I am
Do
also...
I sound any better now?
You sound better, definitely. To me,
yeah.
at least.
Yeah. We need you borderline peaking.
I'm gonna just I'll pop out and come back in and see if that fixes it, because that fixed it last time.
All right, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm riding the smooth train with Josh. I got the Cavassier mixed up with the Dr. Pepper. So we riding smooth tonight.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Going old school past the Cavassier.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, what I was telling Tim about before the show is technically I already made this drink, but I realized there's a great name I can give it. So before it was called the Spiked Liquid Death, where I just put vodka in a dead billionaire, Liquid Death. And then I realized, why am I calling it Spiked Death when 3 shots of vodka into a dead billionaire? This, sir, is Luigi Mangione.
He's having the Luigi Mangione or whatever.
You got exactly. The
Yeah.
Mangione.
The Mangione mixer. We got to come up with a good name for it.
The Pietro.
The
Pietro punch. Pietro punch.
There you go. Yeah, man.
If you insider swamp talk there. Insider swamp talk.
Good times. Yeah, with Amanda, it's always communism. That's probably what the argument was about. I just really don't remember.
It probably is communism with her. It always is communism.
But that's the perfect segue into our first story that just kind of slipped
by. Fuck Joe Hanoush? Yeah, fuck Joe Hanoush. Great
fuck Joe Hanoush. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
But speaking of communism, looks like New York might have a communist mayor.
You just diving.
Good for them. They deserve it. They couldn't think of a better fucking place to get a commie mayor.
Yeah, right?
For real. Yeah, I'm pulling it up. I just wasn't ready.
So basically, I don't have much information as far as videos go on this guy, but I did manage to dig a bunch of stuff up on everyone running in this race. Everyone knows about...
Why does he look kind of like me?
Oh my God, Josh, are you Zohran Mamdani? Whatever the fuck his name is?
Whatever that guy's name.
But Yeah, look at it. Like, he does kind of, like, it's a passing resemblance from a distance. Like, well, I just realized this dude kind of looks like a more gay version of me, and it's terrible. I'm going to feel bad for the rest of my life if I have to be associated with this.
Well, hopefully we'll have we'll give you some hope for how this election will go by the end of this segment. So we got Zohran here, who is running for mayor of New York, and he completely decimated Andrew Cuomo and Eric Adams in the Democratic primary.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has the Democratic nomination running for mayor of New York. And as Corey DeAngelis pointed out in his little post there, he is a total Mercedes Marxist. He went to private school, all that type of shit you would expect.
Yeah, the teachers union just endorsed socialist Zohran Mamdani for New York City mayor. He opposes school choice. He went to private school, and his school tuition is $68,000. So yeah, like you said, Mercedes Marxist. Yeah.
Rich boy.
Well, welcome to New York, Long Island immigrants.
Yeah. Well, it gets even better. Like, if you open up the New York Post thing, he also has been quoted saying that he wants to raise the rent on richer, whiter residents.
Socialist New York City Mayor contender Zohran Mamdani wants to hike property taxes for richer, whiter neighborhoods. Okay.
Richer and whiter, because you're not going to find richer and blacker out in New York.
Guess not.
Josh, are you sure you're not him?
I mean, I'm just going to I see the difference between me and him is I'll tell you why he's really saying all this. He's going to lie to your face and tell you that it's for a good cause and that he's trying to help the poor and the needy. I'm going to tell you he's a fucking socialist scumbag. But the reality is that New York doesn't have any affluent residents who aren't, for the most part, rich and white. Because in order to be affluent, you got to be rich. That's part of being affluency, how it works. Sorry, guys. And then let's be real. If you look at New York, per capita, how many rich people are going to be white? Probably most of them. How many rich people are going to be black? Probably not most of them. I'm just saying.
No. Brown rent matters. Oh, go ahead.
The Browns aren't going to have much money either there, Joe, so that's fine too. We got to tax the rich white people more because they have the money. You're not going to tax poor brown and black people. You're not going to tell them that. That's retarded, number one, because they're not going to vote for you, and that's the majority of New York's population. And number two, they don't have fucking money to give you, so why would you tax them more? They have no fucking money. They're already poor. You've taxed them to fucking shit. Their pack in Newports is $21 a pack. They're fucked in New York City.
So he also is a Muslim, and based on what you're saying, I must ask, what about the Jews?
Ooh, what's his stance on the Jews first before I give my stance on the Jews?
I don't know.
I think he's kind of dodged it from what I've seen. Like, it just hasn't come up, or no one's
I think
asked
Leighton's
him.
muted.
Leighton, you want to say anything about Zohran Mamdani?
Did you want to talk about how he doesn't?
He not like us.
I was muted.
He don't let. So is he a Zionist or not Zionist? That's what I need to know.
He's a non-Zionist, but in general, what I will argue is, I think a lot of the Jews that you were talking about, a lot of them are also non-Zionist Jews. A lot of the New York Jews are non-Zionist Jews.
Oh yeah, you'd really like.
So there are a lot of Orthodox too and Hasidics there. But what I point out is what you're going to get as a result of this is a return to Brown wars in New York. So all of the Browns are going to be competing for now economic space and geographic space. I feel like this is just only going to spell hilarious antics from here on out. So I like watching New York get torched. This has been a pastime of mine for the last 10 years of my life. So I mean,
New York is not going to get better. So you may as well just sit back and watch it get worse.
Okay,
we all accept New York's been fucked. It's going to be fucked. It's always been fucked. It's like...
So, I understand you guys want to go with the most chaotic option in New York, but before you settle on Mamdani, let's see who else we have running. Next, we have clips from the Republicans.
Yeah.
Isn't what's his face running as an independent, Eric Adams?
Oh, we'll get to Eric Adams. Adams.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm skipping
I got them all.
My bad.
Including what I assume is the Libertarian.
All right. So here's the this is the Republican running, right?
Crime and violence.
When New York was a mess, we found our angel.
23-year-old Curtis Sliwa.
He's done it before, he'll do it again. Protecting our families cleaning up our streets and bringing this great city back to life. Curtis will refund the police and work with people, not politicians. We are in this together. We are New Yorkers. We don't back down, we rebuild. Stand with Curtis Lewa to reopen, refund, and restore our great city. Vote June 22nd for Curtis Lewa.
You can tell this guy knows he's going to lose. That was a shit ad. That was fucking terrible.
That was from 4 years ago. He's ran before.
I was about to say, that's fucking garbage, bro.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to find more of what he believed, so I pulled up another video as well that kind of at least gives you an idea.
I need to see a current ad. I can't see something.
I couldn't find anything current. That was the problem.
That should tell you even more about how big of a fucking loser he is. He is no shot away. He ain't even putting together ads right now. He's like, fuck it, I'm done.
Just run the same ones from last time.
Why does he dress like a fucking communist? What is he doing?
The beret thing is like a crime thing from a long time ago.
So what's funny is I can't remember what comedy it is. I'm trying to Google right now. Maybe it's I can't remember, but there's a sitcom that has this guy in it as a character, and it's like a slapstick parody movie. I can't remember for the fucking life of me.
I know what you're talking about too.
I don't know about that.
He wears the beret, and they wear these pink shirts that say like New York Angels on them, and that's the whole like joke of the show. Is they're like,
so
I don't know about that,
Go
but
ahead.
there is an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia that makes fun of this, where Dee and Mac decide to go clean up the hood, and they dress like that, and they just like get mugged and shit in the hood.
I can tell how young everybody is here because nobody remembers the New York Angels.
No.
Elaborate, Josh.
So back in like the 80s and 90s when crime was spiking in New York City, this dude started organizing people. Basically, it's like a ghetto-ass retarded neighborhood watch. They'd all wear red berets, so they would stand out, and red jackets that would say New York Angels. And they would ride the buses and the subways. And if anybody started causing problems, they would purposefully step in where the cops weren't and be like, hey, you need to knock it the fuck off or we're going to fuck you up. And he would recruit, particularly, as you see here, young men, usually from the hood, because, you know, are you going to listen to somebody who looks like you or some cracker-ass cracker like this dude here? No, you're not going to listen to the cracker-ass cracker. You're going to listen to dudes who look like you, kind of. So, like, it was like a big deal in the 80s and 90s because that was part of how, like, Rudy Giuliani came up. Was he was like, oh, we got to get tough on crime. When we have civilians going out in the subways and policing it for themselves, that's not what we're here for. And that was how New York ended up with Rudy Giuliani as well. So, you know, culture flows downstream from politics flows downstream from culture, and culture flows downstream from economics. What was going on in the 80s? Had a recession, bad economy. I wonder why the crime spiked. What's going on right now? Recession starting, jobs are being lost. I wonder why the crime's going to spike again.
It sounds like you just gave an argument as to why this guy has a chance.
I mean, yeah, but he's
look at this
but
guy.
How many? Yeah, exactly. How many
beret
people
just
have made
doesn't
him into a parody joke? It's a running gag. Like it's kind of like people who are all in for like Q MAGA. Like, yeah, they're diehard and they're never going to believe anything different. He's the same type of people who like him are that same type. They're diehard, never going to believe anything different. For the rest of normal society, it's a fucking gag.
All right. How about we see what he has to say here?
Dr. Evil speaks.
I'm Curtis
God,
Lewa.
he even has the
As
cat.
a young man working at a McDonald's in the Bronx, I learned to ask, how can I serve you? Soon after, I founded the Guardian Angels to protect people after watching my neighbors fall victim to crime, drugs, and homelessness. Since then, I've dedicated my life to keeping us safe, helping the homeless, and saving our animals. To bring our city back, we need compassionate solutions. I've done it all my life, and I'll do it as your mayor.
I like to look my food in the eye before I fuck it. This fucking guy, dude. This is the way he looked down at him. Hold on, let's see if I can get it again. Here it is.
Saving our animals.
Yes, you saved the animals. You loved them so much. Jesus, dude.
It really does have like the Bond
I
villain
just
thing going
can't.
on.
Every time, during the entire time he's talking, I'm just
gotta
picturing
pet the
stroking
kitty,
the fucking
right?
white cat.
You gotta pet the fucking kitty. Mr. Bigglesworth needs his pets.
I heard you have to eat the cat. That's what we were supposed to do.
I'm not Haitian, so I don't know if
Eat
that
the
applies to
poo-poo.
me. You need to eat the poo-poo.
I don't know how big the Haitian population is in New York either. So
I don't know, but they all wear that hat.
Big. So I'll put Mitch after Miami. New York is probably the biggest locale for Haitian immigrants.
oh, so maybe he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yes.
Alrighty, so that's just the Democrat and the Republican, and as Josh pointed out before, we have two independents also running.
Where the fuck is Eric Adams, Mitch?
Eric Adams we have, as well as the Andrew Cuomo comeback story isn't over, guys. He's not perverted. He's Italian, and he's going to be mayor of New York.
You're goddamn right he is.
You don't have clips or images for any of these because the image is broken, whatever you sent me.
Oh, fuck.
So I don't know what else
Conservatives
to
for
say.
pull up
Cuomo.
images of both of
Okay,
them.
so remember that video we played in the intro of the guy singing, the black guy with the hat on? Just
Yeah.
picture that for
Yeah.
Eric Adams. All right. That can also be Eric July. I made that comment before we were live. So,
Either Eric, really.
So there's Eric Adams. But it says current poll courtesy of the Hodge twins. What was the poll?
It wasn't courtesy of the Hodge twins. Hang on, let me pull it
That's
up.
what
here.
you
I still
wrote.
Got it in here. It was they shared it, but it was from another source.
What is
the
it?
Hodge twins probably share poll, I assume.
They probably do.
God damn, I don't know why the fucking links expired this time. Here, it's still an episode content. I'll drop
I
it
mean,
in there.
when you have double the poll there, Leighton, you got to share it.
Double the poll.
Did you guys see the shit with Nelk?
Where are
I'm
you
sorry,
sharing
I know that's off topic. If we're not talking about that, we should.
It's got
talk about
shared
that
into
at some point.
host general.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
We
and it's
will-
from Harris X is the poll.
Harris X, what the fuck? Oh, God.
I'm just going with the information we were given.
All right.
So they're a little bit biased towards the Red Beret guy.
All right. Mamdani is plummeting in the latest Harris X poll, and a Republican is a long shot surging. Ooh. Once presumed the front runner, Mamdani just dropped 14 points in 1 week. So these are the new poll numbers.
I just want to point out Eric Adams or Cuomo both have an opportunity to play Kingmaker.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a
or
Gonna be one
four-way
of them.
Curtis
race.
Siwa guy does.
Yeah,
Siwa does
drop
too.
out and endorse either one of them. Yeah, I mean he could
Yeah.
endorse Cuomo or Adams, and his percentage would push either one of them up. Probably more likely Cuomo.
Yeah.
I know Adams is more independent now, but there was rumors that he was going to go Republican.
I think that was too much a political suicide in New York.
And I mean, from a political angle, I'll throw this out there. If you are Sliwa, you're going, I've already lost once. I've already tried to do this and failed. So what if I go to Cuomo and say, hey, you put me in charge of X big position in your cabinet and I'll endorse you? I wouldn't be surprised if that's what you see happen. And if then Cuomo says no, then he has the sure shot of going to Adams, who has less of a percentage than Cuomo and would be way more likely to throw his hat in with that.
Yeah. I'm surprised Cuomo still has so much popularity in New York after everything.
I'm not.
But yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people loved Cuomo. There was a lot of people, even conservatives in New York, who were like, "Oh, he got shafted. They Me Too'd him."
Yeah.
I believe the whole reason that Cuomo retains popularity is simply the language that he uses. The reason that guy retains his position is because he is a liberal who talks like a conservative. If you listen to the guy actually speak, he speaks just like brash Trump back in 2016. I think he's a better speaker than people give him credit for. He can go into a room that hates him and play the room. That is a huge talent in politics that most people overlook. Being able to do sort of improv, basically, is a huge leg up in most political venues. And name recognition, Joe is correct there. But I also would argue that Adams should be doing better if the name recognition purely alone is the thing pushing him forward. I think Cuomo has more name recognition, but Adams isn't a slouch in that department either.
So this was an ad posted a month ago. by the Cuomo campaign.
New York City has an affordability crisis, but we will rise. The minimum wage will rise. I raised it to the highest in the nation as governor. I'll do it here. 500,000 new affordable homes will rise. I did it as the nation's housing secretary. We can do it here. We built new bridges, train stations, and airports and got through COVID together. Because there's a simple solution to a crisis: you act. So let's rise together.
Paid for by Cuomo for NYC.
Interesting.
I feel
Rise together.
I feel like those two are probably going to back Cuomo.
I mean, he definitely got the talking points down, focusing on affordability, fixing the crumbling infrastructure, those sorts of things.
Adams is far less likely to endorse him unless he gets something very sweet in the pot. Adams and Cuomo, my understanding is they don't really care for each other, like behind the scenes kind of thing. So it wouldn't be surprised. I don't see Adams endorsing him unless he was approached by Cuomo.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen the other way around, in my opinion.
Huh.
Oh, here's a clip of Cuomo and Mamdani going at each other over billionaires and Trump. Let me see. This is, I guess this happened a month ago. So we missed the debate.
Why wouldn't President Trump target you and, by extension, target New Yorkers? You have 1 minute.
President Trump will target whomever is the next mayor of the city. President Trump even targeted his, in many ways, accomplice, Mayor Eric Adams, who has collaborated with the Trump administration at almost every opportunity. And still, in the midst of that collaboration, we saw that New Yorkers are being taken off the streets in their apartment building lobbies. We have $80 million being taken out of our city bank account. So I don't think there's any question that there's any mayor here that will be free from being attacked by Donald Trump. What's more important, however, is that we have a mayor who will actually fight back. And that's what I will do. I am Donald Trump's worst nightmare as a progressive Muslim immigrant who actually fights for the things that I believe in. And the difference between myself and Andrew Cuomo is that my campaign is not funded by the very billionaires who put Donald Trump in D.C. I don't have to pick up the phone from Bill Ackman or Ken Langone. I have to pick up the phone for the more than 20,000 New Yorkers who contributed an average donation of about $80 to break fundraising records and put our campaign in second place.
Okay, Mr. Mamdani, thank you. Mr. Cuomo, you want to respond to that?
Yeah, please. Mr. Mamdani is very good on Twitter
That's
and
a lot
with
of
videos, but he
motherfuckers.
actually produces nothing. For him to accuse me of lying. He also called President Obama a liar and said President Obama was evil. So take everything with a grain of salt. Donald Trump would go through Mr. Mamdani like a hot knife through butter. He's been in government 27 minutes. He passed 3 bills. That's all he's done. He has no experience with Washington, no experience in New York City. He would be Trump's delight.
All right, brief response, Mr. Mamdani, then we have to move on.
Look, it's true that I don't have experience with corrupt Trump billionaires who are funding my campaign. I don't have experience with party politics and insider consultants. I do have experience, however, with winning $450 million in debt relief for thousands of working class taxi drivers and actually delivering it to the working class people like me.
Thank you, Mr. Mamdani.
He got his talking points down. He's well spoken. Say that much about him. I don't know. He lost me on a lot of that stuff, though.
Yeah, but you're not who he's targeting. He's targeting progressive New Yorkers who are looking for free shit and cheaper stuff.
And the reason he won the primary is because he primarily got the votes of all the rich, young, liberal kids in the primary. That's basically what got him over the tipping point in this instance.
Is Eric Adams even running? I don't even see him on the stage.
No. At this point, he was an independent.
Oh, okay. So these are all just Democrats.
Yeah, these were all the Democrats who were running for the nomination, and we ended up with Mamdani and Cuomo. He's not. The Cuomo comeback story isn't over, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
You guys went show and tell. This is what a delivery looks like. See,
what is this? What is that? Are those drugs, Leighton?
Things you can enjoy in Alaska, and that Josh can enjoy in Arizona.
There you go. Congrats.
So, I will say, you guys might feel a little bit disappointed at those candidates, but what if I told you there was a candidate running who I can't confirm is a libertarian, but I want to say he is a libertarian, so we're just going to call him the libertarian candidate.
The libertarian candidate, whether you like it or not? Is that what I'm
Yep,
hearing?
basically, he is your libertarian, whether you like it or not.
Oh, too bad. He needs to drop out the race, endorse fucking, somebody, and go back to, being an adult and raising a family.
Josh, this guy, he's going to win you over. Trust me.
I doubt it, but go on.
I hate Instagram. I can't put full screen.
Yeah, I can't see it.
All right, this is as big as it's going to get.
I can't see it.
What do you mean you can't see it?
It's so tiny, I can't see it.
Well, it's audio, so here we go.
I'm running for mayor of New York City, and I promise to fight you. Other candidates say they'll fight for you. I will fight you. Taxes, ordinances, city budget, who gives a shit? I'm gonna kick your ass. I grew up in this community. I played in this park. I hated those kids. In fact, come over here. New York needs someone to roll up their sleeves and kick its ass.
He told me he was gonna put me in a coma. I mean, Mamdani ain't doing that kind of shit.
New York is the best city in the world, and it's always treated me like dirt. That's why I'm gonna kick New York's ass as mayor.
I don't know. At least he's not a career politician.
Vote for me.
All right, so he's gonna run for mayor and kick your ass. Okay.
Exactly. I say we support him.
Yeah.
Okay, Hank Hill.
I'll kick your ass.
I'll
kick your ass.
God dang it, I will kick your ass. I don't know how you kick someone's ass through Emu, but I'll find a way.
God damn, Bobby.
I don't know. Place is a shit show. It's going down. Can't fall fast enough. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. We'll be here to report on whoever ends up getting mayor, and I'm willing to bet that someone's going to drop out and endorse someone else to swing.
When is the election?
I don't know. I'm assuming November.
See, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
No one cares because New York sucks.
I'm wondering if it's the same time as the midterms. That's what I'm wondering. It's scheduled for November 4th, 2025. Yep.
All right. So we'll be here to see who the mayor of New York ends up being.
Yeah, so that should be the midterm elections as well, right? When are elections?
Yeah.
I think it's November.
Midterm is November, or are they 2026?
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah, they'd be 2026. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not midterms, but the in-between, the mid-midterms.
The middle.
The quarter terms.
The quarter terms. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, man. Well, after all that talk of the disgusting city of New York, I feel like we need a palate cleanser. I feel like Philadelphia could probably provide us a good palate cleanser.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we haven't referenced this on the show yet, so we have our obligatory...
I'm positive everyone knows what the fuck this is a reference to at this point.
Yeah, our obligatory Coldplay reference. Here we go. Brought to you by the Phillies. Why is it not? Is this the right one?
Yeah, it is.
This isn't the right one.
No, it is.
Oh, here it is. There was a better one. Hopefully we don't get hit for copyright on this shit.
Nah, everybody's been sharing this shit.
Yeah. No, there's a better one. They called it the Coldplay cam.
I know they did it with the Savannah Bananas too.
No, the Phillies did it, from what I remember.
Like, dude, I feel like every sports mascot has been taking advantage of this.
Honestly, I said it. If it wasn't for the fact that, like, football, like, it's just baseball season, the Phillies would have never had the chance. This would have been some shit that, like, Benny the Bull from the Chicago Bulls, or they would have given it, they would have fed this shit to Gritty. Like Fanatic just got the opportunity because baseball was in season where everything was out. Like, some other mascot, like, and some other team would have taken advantage of it way quicker because that's their shit.
Josh, do you have a beef with the Philly Fanatic?
No, actually. Why?
Not right now.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought there was beef with the Fanatic.
No, why would there be beef with the Fanatic? That's fucking weird.
I don't know.
This is the one I saw before. So they called it the Coldplay cam, and everybody's doing it.
America First Field?
Something like this.
Soccer game?
You got a soccer game, a football game going on in fucking America First. This is an American park. This isn't even American. It's shit. It's gay. Foot fairy shit. Get off. These aren't real people. These are losers. And mentally ill adults.
And gay men.
And a lot of gay men. A fuck ton of gay men.
But yeah, that was the one I saw.
And Mitch, I saw Mitch in the crowd too. Hey, Mitch.
I'm pretty sure, isn't that him right there?
Yeah, real gay. I know.
Right there in the front, the little spoon.
Oh. I always figured Mitch to be the little.
Well, speaking of gay shit, communism is gay as fuck. But unfortunately, while we're dealing with communism here in the United States, the Czech Republic has decided to ban that gay shit. Or at least the propaganda.
Czech president signs law criminalizing communist propaganda.
So I had to find the specifics on this because Twitter was going fucking insane saying that they just banned communism outright. But no, they just banned all the propaganda. So no new leaflets, no posters, none of that bullshit.
We need to do the same. I think we already did in America.
I thought we did something similar to that, right?
There's supposed to be like the Communist Sedition Act or something like that?
Yeah.
Which is what people, like when Mamdani first
the Communist Control Act of 1954.
Is an American law signed by President Dwight Eisenhower that outlawed the Communist Party USA and criminalized membership in or support for the party or quote-unquote communist action organizations on the basis that communists vowed to overthrow the government of the United States.
So how do we make people actually care about this law again?
We don't, because libertarians also want to overthrow the U.S. government. So we kind of are communists in a way.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. You shut your dirty mouth.
I mean, the original libertarians were communists. They were socialists.
What? Get out of here.
He's not wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
Libertarianism, the term was first coined by a French anarcho-communist who was basically replying to Pierre-Joseph Proudhon to call him a sexist.
So he called him a libertarian? He's like, you're just like me, but you're a sexist.
No, he was calling himself a libertarian. Proudhon was a mutualist anarchist.
Okay.
And he said, you're a fucking sexist, which sounds very libertarian, just to, hurl insults from, a fucking pen or a keyboard.
Yeah.
In this case, it was poetry. So yes, that is like the old
super gay.
Yeah, like
super
the old
gay,
equivalent.
Super libertarian. Yeah, it's autistic too. Bet.
Yep. But yeah,
the
just
first real libertarian.
But yeah, no, the term caught on as like an anarcho-communist term. So like when anarchism was banned in France, all the anarchist newspapers changed their words to libertarian instead. Yeah. But either way, looking at the Czech Republic, I think we really need to find a way to get our laws back on track.
Well, I think they're good right now, right? I mean, everybody can say whatever stupid shit they want.
Unfortunately, the communists included.
Yeah. I mean, you got to deal with it. You got to take, you got to take both sides. You can't have free speech and then ban half of it.
Yeah, but communists are an exception.
Yeah, okay.
I'm so sick of seeing Kareem comment on my shit. It's as simple as that.
You hear that? Donald Trump proposed a policy during his 2024 presidential campaign that would bar communists and Marxists from entering the United States. This proposal was announced during a speech at the Faith and Freedom Coalition, but I guess he proposed it during his speech but never did anything about it. Typical Trump.
Yeah.
How about Trump actually does the mass deportations, he says, and kicks all these fucking illegal immigrants? He said we had 1 million a day, 2 million a day coming through the country during Joe Biden's term. He was president for how long? You're talking hundreds of millions of illegal immigrants flooded into this country, Mr. Trump, and you're not mass deportation them? Come on.
I mean, fuck, we just had one the other day where some dude from Honduras was kidnapping some Chinese chick that was his sex slave. Come to find out he's been arrested and fucking wasn't here legally, of course.
Yeah.
We should send them all back and then shut the borders down completely. Nobody in or out no more.
Wow.
For at least 25 years.
April 2025, Trump administration claimed that around 140,000 people had been deported. That's it?
That's it? Not the millions and millions of deportations we were promised.
Oh, sorry.
Just 100,000.
Yeah. No.
Obama had more deportations. Obama.
But Josh,
Obama.
But Josh, don't you know that the farms need their cheap illegal labor?
I mean, Obama didn't know that. That's why he deported so many of them. Why can't Donald Trump learn like Obama?
Here's the thing, like, my position on, like, the work visa stuff and all that crap is so jilted compared to the conservative speakers I see talk about this. I live in a town that is a population of 2,000 people that every summer is overtaken by what's referred to as J1 visas, and people who come into our hospitality work environment. I work in hotels, so I see this literally every year, where hundreds and hundreds of jobs here in my town are taken up by people from other countries outside the U.S. that are brought in to take those low-level jobs. I don't think Trump or any of the people who are actually arguing about immigration know how to fight immigration. And I think that was the problem that Trump had in the last term that he had. And so you're seeing the same thing play out, where you can stop the border up all you want, and you can go around and gather up all these people that are on databases all you want. But the truth of the matter is there are so many legal ways for the systems of mass immigration to take place that don't even require people to be here long term. These are people who just come in for one season, take the job, and then leave. And that is allowed entirely in our system currently under Donald Trump. So the question I have for people who are anti-immigration, who are Trump supporters, is why hasn't any of that stopped? Like, why is that different? It's literally taking work from people who would be working in this town otherwise.
Because the Americans don't want to do those jobs. That's what I hear.
I can answer it. Yeah. I can answer it in one word: APAC.
It's all APAC's fault.
Always goes back to APAC.
I'm always fine with blaming them, but I don't think this is on them at this point. I think this is ultimately on, frankly, the Democrat and Republican base that just has given up and ceded this issue over and over again.
Cough, Elon Musk, cough, fucking cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it all goes back to what Vivek said, right? I mean, the truth is they all feel that way. People think Trump doesn't think the way that Vivek was thinking, and think that he fired Vivek because he made those statements about lazy Americans. I promise you that is how Donald Trump thinks when he's sitting on his own. Is the same way that Elon Musk thinks. It's the same way all the Peter Thiels of the world think. That's how those people operate. I've met them. I've met oil people in Alaska that are
I'm sure they think that way.
Are...
I'm sure they think that way, but it's just the incentive structure is fucked up. If you're going to pay somebody a bunch of money to sit at home and give them food stamps and give them everything else that they need to survive, then yeah, they're not going to want to go work in a fucking farm somewhere. They'll just wait for a cushy office job if they even take one, because you can sit at home and jerk off and play video games all day, and that's fine. Government will pay you to do
here's
that.
The solution. Here's the actual immigration solution that solves this problem. All right. Now, bear with me for a second.
Oh, no.
If each individual state is allowed to make their own decision on the basis of immigration, meaning Texas decides, obviously, they don't really care for immigration, they're going to lock down their percentage of the border, and they're not going to allow people to legally obtain homes and migrate there. That's all able to be done on a state level. If you open that floodgate up, then all of the states that we all hate, that are leftist havens, will be flooded, and the conservative states and places that have backbones will stop those people from at least setting roots there. And then the argument becomes, well, they're here, where are they going to go? Well, now you get to actually test those conservative states' balls, and they get to put their money where their mouth is. Do they slowly cede land and let those people slowly take over, or do they stick to being some form of broken apart state system, which ultimately leads to more independence?
They ship them to the desert in Arizona.
Sure.
I hope.
That's right.
Leave them out there. Let's see if you live, you get to stay.
Yeah.
You ever hear of Little Siberia?
What's that?
We can put them there too.
During Reagan's era, this was an actual thing that was cooked up. They were going to take a section of Alaska and take all the crazy people that they were going to be letting out of all the funny farms in the U.S. and drop them into a place called Little Siberia and just leave them there. And it was going to be an area in Alaska where all the crazies went, where they were just going to be allowed to just, I guess, build up whatever they wanted to. Here you go. Have fun with the wolves and the bears.
Good luck and God bless.
You're basically giving them Arkham City, except out in the wilderness.
Literally Arkham City in the middle of Alaska.
Y'all are cracked out. Here's some free land, and you guys can figure it out amongst your cracked ass selves, and we'll see y'all if you don't die.
I mean, that does sound like a really good reality show.
Magoo says this sounds nice, but immigration is a federal issue. I would point out a rich history all across the U.S., especially in places like you're in, and the places like I'm in here in Alaska, places like Texas, places like Arizona. They have a rich history of controlling migration at a state level and even at a militia level, beyond what the federal government has ever been able or legal to do. And looking at, for instance, you talk about, and people will say, well, this is vigilantism. Okay, fine. But the reality is you go back to, say, 1820, 1850, 1880 in the middle of nowhere, Texas, in the middle of Pennsylvania, any of those areas. If a group of people who were outside migrators, who didn't speak the language, who didn't respect the culture, moved in, they would be more likely to be run out on horses with their homes being burned down than anything else. And that is a state issue, not a federal issue. So historically, I think we've gotten things a bit twisted over the last 100 years on the way that immigration is handled by the feds.
Yeah, the only stuff I can find about Little Siberia is a new Netflix movie that come out, but this has nothing to do with what you were talking about.
I'll do some Google.
Yeah.
Man, Little Siberia just sounds like a crazy fucking place, man. But I'm all about it. And Tim, before we go into the next topic, it reminds me of another crazy place, Lebanon.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
I have that one ready. I don't have it ready on the screen, but I have it ready over there.
We need to protect Lebanon at all costs. I'm convinced.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I hate Instagram. Why are you giving me this shit? All right, let's go.
Final boss of Lebanon. He is using a moving truck as a coffee table while smoking a cigarette while having one leg on the other. Imagine if that truck driver presses the brakes. This guy has unlimited aura. Are Arab men born as natural stuntmen? Egypt, you have competition in Lebanon. As we have found the
Yeah, he is using. I'm gonna mute it again so you can see it. He's got his hand on there. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but he's got a cup of coffee or something there, smoking a cigarette, riding his moped behind this flatbed. That's pretty crazy.
Lebanon's fucking wild, but we got to protect that place, man. I'm telling you.
Why?
Nuke it.
You don't want the Egypt. You don't want the Vegas of the Middle East.
The Vegas of the Middle East? Are you fucking insane or just stupid?
Dude, have you seen some of the party shit in that city? It's fucking beautiful.
Yes. Yeah, until you realize they're all poorer and mostly homeless, and that it's all foreigners who are doing that.
Exactly, and we're the foreigners who could take advantage of this. Come on, Josh.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm
Mitch,
dropping
as soon as
it
they
in the
find
private
out you're
chat.
gay, they're going to throw you off the highest fucking building.
Oh, Josh. You're the one who's going to end up getting beheaded. But speaking of people getting beheaded...
What?
People...
No, whoa, no, you're just going to segue out of that one, motherfucker. No,
hell yeah, I am.
Justify a response like that, motherfucker. How the fuck am I getting beheaded over here?
Jihad
See,
on
look at
Josh.
this. Yeah, Jihad Josh over here wants to know
Jihad
how
Josh over here is haram. Now go to the next segment.
Haram? Fuck you.
No, you're sounding like Kareem. Wait a minute.
Alaska Mental Health Enabling Act. The Alaska Mental Health Enabling Act was an act of Congress passed to improve mental health in the United States and Alaska. It became the focus of controversy after opponents nicknamed it the Siberia Bill, and denounced it as being part of a communist plot to hospitalize and brainwash Americans. Campaigners asserted that it was part of the irrational Jewish, Roman Catholic, psychiatric conspiracy
I bring receipts.
intended to establish nations-run concentration
Whoa.
camp.
Did Wikipedia just tell us that they're going to blame the Jews for this? That's crazy.
That is what Wikipedia just said.
Campaigners asserted that it was part.
The Jews and the Catholics.
Yep, the Jews and the Catholics were working together to turn everybody into communists.
Huh.
That's crazy.
You know, I didn't realize Judeo-Christian values were communist, but here we are nonetheless.
Yeah.
Well, Christian socialism. Unfortunately, socialism infests everything.
Terrible.
But yeah, the reason I
Jesus
brought up
was a
start
socialist,
arguing about
Mitch.
religion again, man. Everything's getting fun again. I swear to God.
Oh, it is. For instance, if you pay attention to Syria, there's a lot of crazy ethnic religious shit going on. Which we got some updates on Syrian civil war too. Turns out the multiple attempts at a ceasefire failed, and we're not going to play this whole video, but shout out to Things Aren't All Right, because they're actually doing great reporting like fucking Vice used to do before they became gay.
Is there, well, speaking of gay, is there a certain section of this that I need to play?
We could just play the beginning where she basically outlines what the hell's going on over there with the Druze.
Another of Syria's minorities, the Druze, have been under siege. Syrian government forces and Bedouin tribes began attacking Druze communities in Asweda.
هاي المحلات كلياتها متكسرة والبيوت من جوا في فيديوهات بس لسه عم توصل كلها مسروقة أقل بيت مسروق منه.
And although HTS commanders warn their men not to film war crimes, they do it anyway, just like they did when they were mass murdering Alawite civilians on the coast. The new Syrian government is vowed to investigate the crimes against the Druze. But whatever happened to the investigation they promised into the Alawite massacres?
That investigation is a joke. The same people who committed the crimes against Alawites are now in Sweden, filming themselves again, attacking civilians and robbing and killing people. From March until now, there is no result.
Yeah, we're good. Go
Bring
ahead.
up Google Druids from Spaceballs, please.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
And
Okay,
I
but
rest my case.
While he's looking that up, though, that little intro kind of gives you an example as to why shit started popping off between the Druze and Al-Qaeda. And it seems like things have just intensified. There have been a few attempts at a ceasefire that have just completely fallen flat, as we'll see in some of these other videos that we'll pull up here shortly as well. Yeah, looks like Scott Horton and Ron Paul, all those guys were right. Getting rid of Assad just caused an entirely different ethnic war to erupt.
Well, you know, Syria was lacking a whole lot of democracy and freedom, and we bestowed that upon them. So as bad as it is right now, it could be worse because they could be lacking democracy and freedom, Mitchell. So you should respect that and have a little grace and humility when you fucking talk.
I know it's amazing. Now that democracy is there, we finally get our oil pipeline from Turkey down to Qatar. It's crazy how as soon as Al-Qaeda got in charge, they just approved that pipeline. Like funny how that works.
You know, Al-Qaeda is the price we pay to fight terrorists there, Mitchell.
That's probably the craziest line that's been said.
What? Of all the other crazy, wild, stupid shit I've said, that's the craziest?
Honestly, it kind of is up
Supporting
there because it's
Al-Qaeda is
just
the
like
price we pay to
Al-Qaeda's the
fight
price to
terrorism?
fight terrorism.
Dude, that's ISIS in a nutshell. That's all of those groups. They're like,
yeah,
well, we created a new one, but at least we got rid of the old one, so I guess it's a win-win.
Well, that's what's crazy about the guy who's the president of Syria now. He was like wanted by America and had like a couple $1 million bounty on his head until he was installed as the new president.
Yeah.
So now basically what we have is Al-Qaeda backed by Turkey and Druze backed by Israel. So pick your sides. Normally I don't pick Israel, but I really don't like Turkey. So, you know, like fuck those cockroaches. I'm rooting for the Jews.
Yeah,
and
but
the
the
Druze.
Turkeys don't like the Italians. So, I mean...
You're just giving me more of a reason to hate Turkey, man. I'd rather side with the Italians.
Oh, we're siding with the Italians now, are we?
Of course we're siding with the Italians. I was here for the Andrew Cuomo comeback story. You really think I wouldn't side with the Italians?
Maybe it's the fact that I have a little bit of Jew in me, but I don't like the Italians. I'm gonna stick to not liking the Italians.
So if you're a Jew, then you want to root for the Druze.
No, I'm not rooting for them either.
I don't know. I just think it's funny to fuck around with it.
All right, so you got more footage fighting between the Druze.
Yeah, this is.
I found the Druish thing. I think it's funny she doesn't look Druish. Is that the quote you wanted me to pull? The clip? Or is there something?
Look Druish?
It's just a fucking African chick. Oh.
No, never mind.
He's talking about space.
Also just Eric July.
Yeah.
Now this is basically when ceasefire was supposed to be happening, and let's see how that went.
It didn't. Oh, hold on. I gotta refresh it. It fucking froze. Come on. Internet not working today. Thank you. What the hell, dude?
The wonderful world of technology.
We tested it right before we went live, and everything is fine.
These clips from a failed ceasefire brought to you by Popular.
Grumpy Gnome said it, so we don't have to.
Italians are brown. I said what I said.
Only in
they're
Sicily.
just black people inside out.
In Sicily.
Jesus Christ.
No. The whole
it's
island.
the Sicilian God.
All of Italy. They're just Africans turned inside out.
It's Mediterranean. You go down to Sicily, that's when you get that dark skin. Oh!
They're just
I can say
Americans, okay?
Shit's not loading. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do.
I don't know what to do here. You can try pulling up the second one.
Yeah.
Because we have 2 videos from the failed ceasefire.
Yeah, see, this one's working fine. I think the other one's getting fucking.
Back blast area clear, bro.
So is now a good time to invest in Raytheon?
Bro, what the fuck is he even shooting at?
I'm confident I could take every single one of these guys out with a 44 Magnum. There is not a person aiming on screen. I shit you not.
It really does.
This guy here, what the fuck?
Yeah, you one shot, one round through all of them. How many is on there? You don't even need to give me a full 30-round mag.
I'm saying I could do this with a 4 to 6 inch barrel. I think I could get close enough without getting hit from these motherfuckers that I could get in range.
Revolver too, and we're gonna reload in between shooting them.
Just give me a couple moon clips and I got this covered.
تقوم بإحراق الإطارات بسبب الطيران الإسرائيلي المسير في الأجواء تفاديا لضربات الطيران المسير.
Are you gonna do something?
Hell no.
Give me a Ruger 1022 with a 4 times.
وين حاليا انتو شيخ؟
4 times Magnum.
حاليا وين انتو؟ وين انتو حاليا؟ حاليا وين انتو؟
Yo, there's my boogaloo fit right there. The like the man dress
وين التقدم
with the
صار؟
fucking like turban headgear. The dastasha with the fucking turban. Yeah, that's my boogaloo. That's gonna be my boogaloo. It's a dastasha. There's a difference there. Dashiki's for black people. Dastasha's for Arabs. Goddamn, have some fucking cultural awareness.
I love the idea that Josh went on Amazon to order one of these and accidentally ordered a dashiki.
Well, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna leave the dashiki comment alone there because we know who gets the dashikis from Nicki Minaj. But digressing from that, now when I come to Grand Rapids and I show up in the fucking looking like a Muslim fucking Saudi prince, you better bow down and kiss the fucking ring. That's all I gotta say.
Never.
I mean,
Sheikh Mohammed Halafka has entered the building.
Dearborn isn't that far away. You have no excuse but to show up in Grand Rapids wearing that.
Oh, I'm going to. I might buy one just to show up out here and see how people react.
I feel like that would go fucking insane in Arizona.
Yeah, all the Mexicans would get pissed like, no, wrong brown. You not help us. You hurt.
I think I'm gonna run shirtless and then I'm gonna let people pay me $20 to sponsor it. So I'm just gonna have them write their with fucking giant Sharpie on my back, and then I'll just have Twitter tags all over my body.
I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay them $40 so that like I'm gonna make them pay $40. Have you put your shirt back on?
Right.
And we're gonna make money this way. They're gonna pay $20 to you to write everything on your naked body, and then they're gonna pay me $40 to get you to put all your clothes back on.
Jeez.
Oh man. So
they're gonna watch Mitch fellatiate a horse for an extra 15 each.
It'll be a donkey, but
donkey show.
So with how this whole thing is playing out, it's kind of weird because both of our Western allies, Israel and Turkey, are basically both backing the two different sides of all this. So I can't help but wonder: are they going to end up being one country by the end of all this, or are they just going to end up splitting?
I don't know enough about Syria. This is out of my wheelhouse.
Well, here's the thing. Syria is not a country that most people care about. And so what will ultimately happen is no matter what goes on, Syria is going to be the one that's at risk of getting butt-fucked. Because when you say Iran, everybody goes, oh, I know that country. And when you say Israel, everybody goes, oh, I know that country.
Well,
but when you say Syria, there's a group of people in the world who are like, who's that? Where are they?
I'm going to push back on that because... No, I'm going to push back on that because isn't that the place where the guy like used all those chemical weapons on his people and now he's all gone and there's all peace and everyone loves each other because the big bad dictator is gone?
I'd agree with you if...
I mean, that's usually what it is. Like when I talk with people about it now, they're like, oh, well, Assad's gone now and I haven't heard anything, so everything's fine over there, right?
I don't disagree with you, but the people who I'm talking about that we're talking about brain dead voters, and those people don't even remember what happened in fucking Mexico 2 weeks ago, or fucking what happened in any random country that's even popular to the Western world 2 weeks ago. I think the attention span of the majority of the media consuming people has just gone down the shitter over the last 10 years, and like. Everybody has TikTok and YouTube Shorts brain now. So these things go in and out with the news cycle. So I think keeping any of those things... By the way, I think there's proof in the pudding of that with the Epstein stuff. Like, people will just be like, well, we're not talking about that now, even though we've been talking about it for fucking 5 years, 6 years. Because they can actually, in their brain, compartmentalize all of that shit and just push it.
The funny thing is we're now seeing the reverse of that as well, where all these liberal people who didn't talk about Epstein because that's just a conspiracy theory will now talk about it because Donald Trump's bad
because it makes him look bad.
I sent Tim
a clip
related to that stuff that was Tim Pool talking about it, and it is fucking dude, it's gonna make you want to pull your hair from the roots.
What, Epstein?
Yeah,
it's Tim Pool.
Nothing happened.
About the Epstein stuff.
Nothing happened. Only dumb people are.
Before we pull that up, might as well just point out
it'll be a good segue because he bounces off of what Thomas Massey, the picture we posted earlier.
Yes.
But anyway, there you go.
Yeah. So basically, Massey posted this thing of where all of our foreign aid is going, and look right there, $300 million to Syria, the Syrian and Iraq militaries.
Yeah. So there was like some foreign aid bill, like less than a week ago, I guess, is when he posted this, July 18th.
Yeah.
Saying foreign aid and the DoD appropriations bill, $300 million to Syria and Iraq, $350 million Kuwait over here, $500 million to Jordan, $500 million to Taiwan, just dropping billions to everybody for whatever reason. Then he comes in and follows it up. This isn't America first. I voted against this because it won't make America great again. It will bankrupt us. And you can see 216 Republicans voted for it, only 3 against, Massey being one of them. And it ended up passing 221 to 209. Kind of crazy. Oh, so Marjorie Greene and Tim Burchett were the other 2 Republicans that voted against it. Telling you, Marjorie's going to win you guys over. It's happening.
I don't hate her.
Yeah, she keeps getting better.
I mean, I don't know if I'd put her on my fuck list, but you know.
She just had to be, she just, you know, she's not quite Bobert quality when it comes to lookability, but you know. The rest is
You're setting the bar pretty high for congresswomen, okay?
Yeah.
You got to take a couple knocks down from like where Boebert is with the physical attributes to get the baseness that MTG provides.
No. I will not stand for this horse shit from Tim or anybody else.
What?
If we're gonna have women in fucking politics, they better be above a fucking 6.5. And if they're not, then they shouldn't be there. Listen,
look, I will
there
take
is very
a solid
few reasons for them to be there as is.
to get some decent fucking politics, and then get us 8 or a 7 who gives
There
a
has to be
handy
a
at the
threshold
fucking
set
theater,
here.
Leighton,
but she's terrible.
Leighton, you're
Bro,
gonna have
that's like
to.
she's gonna give me great head, but she's got a communist flag on her wall and a Che Guevara tattoo on her ass.
Her name's AOC, but Leighton, you're gonna have to settle for Rashida Tlaib.
Oh God! No,
oh God!
This is my point. So we need to
Why do
trim
I
the
gotta
fat
have a bald
literally
black woman?
and figuratively. We
Whoa,
need to
hold up,
make
pause.
make women in the Senate great again.
I need a timeout. I'm trying to figure out how we got from thick, big booty Latina to fucking bald brother fucker.
Bald, but no, you're thinking of Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, that's a
Rashida
different one.
Tlaib is. Hang on, Tim, pull up a picture of Rashida
Oh, she's
Tlaib.
the old fat broad, bro.
Yeah,
How do we
yes,
get to
yes.
that? Look,
I don't know. Just
AOC's
trying to give Leighton
got
a
at
bar.
least another decade till she hits her Consuela fucking evolution. Leave her alone.
Yeah, we can. Let's try to set the bar here. Let's see. So this is Rashida Tlaib. Okay.
Okay, I have my squad members mixed up. I'm sorry.
So does she pass
Does
the
it make
bar?
No, does
that
not
woman
pass
has to
the bar.
shave daily, and I'm talking about her face.
She should be beat with a bar.
All right,
Josh, if it makes you feel better at all, I can never remember the black chick from the squad's name.
Ayanna Presley.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
There's
I'll
only
probably
4
find
of
it.
them. We're out of people if it's not it. Here we go. What about Elise Stefanik? Does she pass the bar?
I mean, if she lost a little weight, she kind of looked like Ricky Lake.
She's 20 pounds
It's the
from the
chin,
bar.
man.
I'm
It's
gonna
the
be
double
real.
chin
Maybe
going on there.
35
Okay,
pounds
look.
from the bar.
Look, maybe
I'm gonna go
maybe-
40, but yeah, she looks like she
I'm
had.
with Josh.
She looks like she needs a
meets
salad
the
bar. She meets.
That's
the bar.
the same
bar is-
person.
Ooh.
Oh, she lost weight then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
That's
definitely. Either she
40
lost
pounds.
weight or she's. Yeah, there's standing up will do great things for you, boys.
Would you like to see a
Yes,
picture of her
that's the
standing up?
bar.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me make sure I get the right one. Here you go. There's a picture of her standing up. Is this good?
Oh, that ain't too. That ain't bad. She got some mommy milkers on her. She got a childbearing body. That looks solid to me. Like, I'm a grown
Solid
adult.
7.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 7, but she's a straight up 6 on a good day.
Okay.
Straight
This
6
is
on
why
a
I
good
said
day.
6.5. I think that's a good metric because
Yeah, she's a solid.
otherwise, why
She's
are
above
you really
average.
there?
She's slightly above average. That's a
Oh my
2
God.
on a bet on her bet.
That's a dude. That's a man. I don't know what we're talking about here. That's
Is
not
that
a
Big
woman.
Mike?
That's
Is that
Ayanna
Michelle-
Presley.
That is Ayanna Presley.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Is that the one you were talking about, Josh? Here's another
Yeah,
photo.
That is
so
a
I was
black
thinking-
dick.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
was
you're
thinking of
talking
Ilhan
about.
Omar, but yeah, I was thinking of her too, and I'm just figuring out if I have to shine her head for a nickel or not.
That is a black dick tip with arms and legs. I don't know what you're talking about here.
All right, here's a picture of her with her wig on before she went super crazy.
Yeah,
That
it
is
looks
still
like
a man.
Oh, the hair really does it for her. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like she went from like a 2 to like a 5 just off of hair.
shaving her
She
head. I
still
feel
doesn't
like
meet the threshold of 6. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't
She's
a 6,
out.
but she loses points for
Fired.
every
Yeah.
faggot. Okay, sure.
Here's my oh damn it, I got to get a better picture of her. My favorite person to follow on Twitter. Trying to get a decent one, but all of
Is
these
it
are
a
fucking
chirp?
blurry. It does chirp.
She-
Here
Oh,
we go.
man.
There's other pictures of her with like yellow hair. Let me see.
Nah, she does not meet the threshold. That is
Nah.
not a 6.5. That is a 4.
That's Nina
She
Turner,
is 6.
baby.
She's 6 in the chest.
yeah. The problem
Yeah,
is
but
everything
she's-
else drags it down to a 4, as
Yeah.
Leighton
She's
says.
completely irredeemable in the face.
Yeah, I was trying to get a good picture of her, but there really aren't any.
Her
You had
face
no
is
good
best
pictures of
described
a
as
black
tire
woman.
fire.
Here's a high quality photo. I don't know if it's better, but
High quality what?
well, I'm just saying, like, resolution wise.
I don't know if I take a photo of a gremlin after transformation, but I do it with a like
Where's-
4K.
Who do you want to
Where's
see?
the I want to see the picture of her picking cotton.
Oh, I don't think they have one. Who made one?
I don't know, but
Sounds
if
like
probably if
something
you
LPNH would do.
yeah, so I'm saying
Kaufman
hit
made
up
it.
LPNH. I'm sure they have like a photoshopped or fucking like AI image of Nina Turner picking cotton. That's their favorite thing to talk about is Nina Turner picking cotton.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. This was when the squad was at its heyday, so this is what they brought us. So, who passed the bar?
Yeah, none of the only one that meets
AOC.
the threshold of a 6 is AOC.
AOC,
Even when Ayana's got her hair on. Ayana's got her hair on.
Okay, Ayana, that's her name. Ayana doesn't look so bad in that photo.
No, that's what I'm saying. What made her fucking go bald?
I'm gonna theorize that she started embracing all that black woman as God crap, and
Yeah,
that's what led to it.
It's black empowerment or
I think
female
she was
empowerment.
doubling as a no. You guys are missing the point. She was already at this point successful in the NBA as a man, so she had to switch things up. So when she came over to being a member of the squad, she had to wear the dreads, and eventually she got to go back to the way she started.
Okay, so apparently Ayanna Pressley has alopecia, and so her removing the wig was acceptance of that.
My wife's name out your goddamn mouth.
Yeah.
Well, while we're currently judging women in government, I think this seems like a perfect time for a certain palate cleanser, Tim.
Women in government? You got to be more.
Yeah,
specific.
we currently have a ass shot of Melania
yeah.
Trump and Brigitte Macron.
Okay, so which one of these passes the bar?
Well, one's a man, so
well, one,
Yeah.
that's a man, baby.
Exactly.
That's got a boy butt right there. I ain't here for no little boy booty. I'm here for some man butt there, Tim. And that's a little boy booty right there.
Yeah, that's Melania Trump and Macron's wife together.
Mrs. Macron.
Can I be real with you though? The second Melania Trump opens her goddamn mouth, she goes right down to a 5.56. She might not even meet the threshold if you had a conversation with her.
Is
Did
it
you ever hear
stupidity
that
or the
shit?
accent?
From the back, she's an 8 easy. Look at that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
In a
Oh, yeah.
bikini, the woman's an 8, but the second she opens her mouth, she just, I mean,
So,
3
like,
or 4 of those
is
points go
it
out the
her
window.
stupidity?
It's like a trans. You ever just point out here? You ever see a tranny that's just like is a legit like in the tranny world is a legit 8 or 9, and then you hear them speak, and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you can't get the voice right.
All right, so this is her. They're asking her if she's upset by comments about marrying Trump for money.
You're with him because he's rich?
You know, the people, they don't know me. People who talk like this, they don't know me.
Don't see many.
Sounds like a European chick.
26-year-old supermodels
Yeah, what's wrong
on
with
the
her?
arm of
Yeah, I don't get it.
53-year-old car mechanics.
You know what? You can't sleep.
I don't. Maybe I'm thinking
to
of.
hug or to talk.
So
with
that's
human
her.
beings,
That's
with
her
beautiful-
younger. I have another one of her. So this is while Trump was in office. So she's a little bit older in this one. So see if it's any different.
Different space now than you were 8 years ago? I feel I was always me the first time as well. I just feel that people didn't accept me, maybe. They didn't understand me.
I don't
get it.
They-
Propagandized. I have seen clips of her where she sounds like what I would describe as the Swedish meatball chef. So I think like legit that yes, exactly what Josh is saying. Maybe it's just me, but I can't unhear that shit when I hear her talk.
So this is her.
Which isn't even where she's from, but for some reason it fits in my brain.
This seems to be like right after she got done modeling. So maybe it was like before she got super public. I don't
Man,
know.
it's not. It's a fucking Letterman. He died like 10 years
I grew
ago.
up there as a teenger,
Larry King.
and I left
Oh, yeah, Larry
15
King.
years ago.
To come
went to Milan.
Carmen went to
and then
Milan and then Paris.
And then I went to New York.
Speak
I came to
up,
New
bro.
York 10 years ago.
It's all the way up. Shut the fuck up.
I can't hear it.
Because you guys keep talking. I can't fucking do nothing about that.
No, I'm legitimately, I'm not hearing it at all, Tim. That's why I was like turning it up.
Oh, I was hearing it, but
Yeah.
Okay,
I
it's
feel
just
like
me, got
every clip you've played, she has a different variance of the same voice.
That's why I was like trying to show you. Is like throughout the years, you know, like so this one would have been like the oldest one.
I will concede it wasn't as bad as I remember it, but I'm still getting Swedish meatball vibes. Burger, 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 burger. Swedish chef vibes.
She doesn't give me tranny vibes though, and that's what you were talking about before.
No, and that's the most
what
important thing.
Yeah.
I had remembered, but I will admit I was wrong there. It is not the same as what I remember. But everybody knows what I'm talking about when I mention the trans thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we at least all know that Brigitte Macron is actually a man. And as time goes on, the more and more I'm thinking Candace Owens was right.
Well, hang on.
I think Candace Owens is a man too.
Hold on, I got to hear her voice now.
I mean,
don't
so
think
is
I've ever heard-
Obama's wife.
Every accusation a confession.
All right, here's this is Brigitte Macron giving an interview. Let's see.
Hello, Miss Rania. I'm a Greek journalist. You were in Greece. The Greek people loved you there.
Oh.
And I want to ask you, what was your favorite moment in Greece?
Perhaps Lapnix and le Parthénon. And comment s'appelle le quartier en Italie?
All right, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but it doesn't sound like a man though.
It sounds like me trying to do a fake woman's voice.
Does it?
That's what I'm
La
trying to do.
placard. To work.
I want to ask you, what was your favorite moment in Greece?
I don't think this sounds like somebody doing a
Lapnix
perfectly high-pitched voice. This actually sounds like
and le Parthénon. And comment s'appelle le
I
quartier
still
en
can't
Italie?
hear it. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
There's something wrong with you, man.
I know. I'm gonna reload my shit, and I'll be right back. Give me a second.
All right, because that one was loud as fuck. I couldn't hear anything Leighton said.
Well, while Josh is reloading there, I don't know how the fuck I segue from Brigitte Macron being a dude to Stephen Colbert. Well, I guess Stephen Colbert isn't a man, so there we go.
Well, I had it for a second because when we were doing the look, she was on Larry King, and speaking of departed comedy hosts or late night hosts, you know, you see.
Ah, there we go.
Is AOC getting thicker now? I don't know.
Yeah, she apparently there's photos that seem to indicate she's getting more thick.
Good.
Jeans, Barfo.
Thank you. Josh gets it. But yeah, so Colbert is finally getting the plug pulled on his crappy little show.
Thank God.
Sweet.
Let's go. I got to pull it up. I have too many fucking tabs open.
So I want to let you know something that I found out.
Okay, it is playing. Let me blow it up. Sorry, get Barfo's thing out of there.
We might want to do cocaine for this episode for this.
Okay.
Before we start the show, I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And
cheers.
Woo!
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Stupid show.
You ruined late night comedy.
yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away. And I do want to say, that the folks at CBS have been great partners.
Okay, you can glaze them all day. So he's out.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's out.
So
Everyone's blaming Trump.
Yeah.
Well, the rumor I've been seeing recently is that this all happened because of South Park.
What?
They just made a $1.5 billion deal to get South Park to stream and to make some kind of residual contract deal
Paramount.
with CBS. And
yeah, but Paramount
this
is CBS.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so this is where I'm thinking. Now, if you think about it from a business perspective, you go, Colbert's ratings are in the shitter, and we're about to pay out $1.5 billion, which is basically all they have to spend.
And the other thing with Colbert is his show was hemorrhaging $40 million a year because he had a team of over fucking 200 writers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So you look at it like, do we pay this guy another giant sum of money to sign him to contract after we've already paid him a ridiculous amount? Yeah, $30 million an episode. That's a lot of money over a year when you're doing that many episodes. And so you got to look at it from their perspective, and they go, well, shit, we'll just use that unsigned contract towards what we're paying out towards South Park.
So two things as well, too, with the Colbert shit I found super funny was like 2 nights ago he announced this?
Yeah.
Yeah, now all the liberals are freaking out, blaming Donald Trump.
No, that's not what I'm talking about here. What was funny was he announced this, and then the next night he had a bunch of like his celebrity friends all come sit in the audience, and like they were like, oh look, here's Adam Sandler, here's Gwyneth Paltrow, here's all these like celebrities and movie icons you grew up with who are all coming to watch The Late Show because they love it so much. Aren't you so mad at CBS for canceling me in this? Which I'm not. I'm proud of CBS for putting their foot down. But my question is will they offer him the opportunity to go back to Comedy Central and do the Colbert Show again?
It's all about money.
Yeah, they can offer him less money, of course. Absolutely. You can always offer him less money. It's Comedy Central, not CBS. You're not late night. You're not running one of the biggest late night shows.
The Daily Show has also been in the shitter too. So do they really want to fucking invest in the Colbert Report after everything that's happened with the Daily Show?
In my opinion, if they were going to do anything, they would just stick him on Paramount.
Yeah, they could do that too. Be like, hey, we're gonna go stick you on Paramount. You do the Colbert Show. We'll treat it like a fucking glorified podcast, like they really were back in the day. Like that's what I'm saying. There, they can produce him for a 30-minute like show with a couple of skits where he's telling the news. People love that shit. It was before he really got super duper political. I mean, he was always political, but like that's the type of shit where you could still make money.
I heard
there's a lot of nostalgia with the Colbert Report.
There's a lot of nostalgia with the late night show, and that was the breakdown that I heard Matt Walsh give earlier. Was when Letterman was running it. You know, it was iconic because it wasn't super political. They just had celebrities on, famous people, comedians, TV stars, movie actors, all those types of people that were driving up the ratings. When Colbert took over, it shifted completely, and it went over to like Congress people and constantly bashing administrations or whatever. It became a political show. It wasn't always that way. It touched on news, it touched on politics, but it was more of a cultural show, less of a political show. And then, you know, the ratings went down and the money went away.
I'm a little bit of a weird historian when it comes to like fucking late night comedy shit, because I love, like, I used to grow up watching Jay Leno, and I was like obsessed with like that sort of world of comedy. Mm-hmm. The big shifter for that stuff was Leno, because Leno was a political animal, talked about politics on his show, made political jokes, and so that opened the door. The rest of the late night shows began to do something very similar, where that became sort of just regular shtick, where they would cover whatever the political story of the week was. Letterman, to give him credit, he did talk about drama and stuff from a, quote, political angle, but he never did it with politics. He kept it to drama within the show. So he would create moments of drama that always would either parallel political moments or sort of gave nod to political things, but never made blanket statements.
I don't know why you guys are blowing smoke up Letterman's ass, because his last few years, he was really fucking cringy Democrat. Like, go back and watch the last few years.
OG Letterman, not the stuff where he was, because that stuff, by the way, wasn't controlled by him. The newer stuff was not his baby anymore. He wasn't creatively under as much control.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about, though, where the politics started seeping in, because I remember Conan O'Brien had a joke that really, really kind of shined a light on that, where he came out right before the 2012 election and said, so on Monday, we'll either be making jokes about President Romney or Governor Romney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Ferguson, I think is his name, right? He was always the best on politics, because he always joked about all the sides and was always really good at it. I argue Leno was still pretty good at it for the most part. He liked the shit on both sides. He was a big business guy, so that's really what he cared about. It was less about political line with him.
Yeah, and, you know, Tim, I see you just brought up the one video here, and we talked about if he brought back the Colbert Report on Paramount. let's just play these two clips, one from around the time of the Colbert Report and one from 2021, which, judging by the image, if you've seen this cringe video, you know what it's about to be.
Yeah.
Like,
some folks are skeptical. Thankfully, Big Pharma has come up with a way to reassure the public about their motives, and it's all in their new ad.
Are you worried about the future? Unable to sleep at night? Afraid that pharma companies will put their profits ahead of your health? If you are concerned about the cost of a vaccine, ask your doctor about Vaxilax. Vaxilax is the only medication proven to reduce anxiety about Big Pharma taking advantage of you in a national crisis. You can trust Vaxilax because of its mascot, Professor Cashington, the ethical money sack.
Side effects of Vaxilax include legless rest syndrome, kidney rhinestones, crumblefoot, spontaneous beard sparrows, the galloping hoop sticks, spinal crunch wrapping, Ferdinand's flopsy, big old pink face, Gordon's fisherman syndrome, scrotal yodas, chronic vaccine resistance, facial graham crackering, full-blown coronavirus, and dollar bills, y'all.
Okay, I don't even want to play the next one, but just like hearing that without a laugh track and everything, it's even worse. Like, that's not good writing. He was not good before this.
Anyway, after the pandemic.
The vaccine.
Oh, sorry.
I'm about to make a Jackson Pollock painting of my back panel. If I have to listen to the entirety.
This thing still makes me want to cut myself.
You could say whatever you want. Yeah.
Can I ask a question without getting like people angry at me here? But why are we using like clips from Colbert in 2020? Like, that's not nostalgia Colbert Report.
No, it's
I'm
not.
talking
That's
like
terrible.
2011, 2012 Colbert.
When he pretended to be a conservative? Yeah.
When he was
I'm
playing
talking
Bill
like
O'Reilly.
2009, 2010 Colbert Report. When it was actually interesting and funny. When it wasn't fake and gay. Like, don't like COVID times, like the 2020 is not nostalgia. That's fag era. Like, we're going to forget everything between 2019 and fucking 2022 because it was fucking gay and it was fake and it didn't fucking happen. It's not going to exist. We're going to delete it out of the history.
I see Rob.
Go.
Rob, if you want to talk about the face paint stuff, you can join.
That's right.
What about Rob being a juggalo in the 90s? What about him going to the gathering and throwing beers at tequila?
Me and Rob are both wearing blackface for our race. Is that what I'm hearing?
I do know what video he's talking about there, and I looked into it, and I considered putting it in the show notes, but I could find no evidence that that was actually Colbert.
All right, here's this is Stephen Colbert from 2000. So
that was funny.
Thank you.
Josh,
That's
Josh,
classic
good call.
Colbert.
Good call.
Thank
That
you.
was the best.
Yes, I know. I make a lot of good calls, Mitch. That's what my fucking job is on this goddamn show. Make good calls.
I remember him being there with Jon Stewart and all that. I don't know how much of that shit he wrote, but Jon Stewart definitely had better writers than Stephen Colbert has right now.
Well, can I tell you the big difference that I always notice right off the bat is that one of them has a history in stand-up and one of them doesn't.
Yeah, he's not a real comedian.
Colbert does not have a history in legitimate comedy, but the what's his name?
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart does.
Jon Stewart absolutely does, and you can tell Jon Stewart knows how to work a room much better than Stephen Colbert.
He still does. He's like all the interviews that I've seen with him. He still like does well on stage, even if I disagree with him. He still like makes his points clear, and he has a good time with it.
John's a comedian who also has the chops to want to be a journalist. So that's why he is the way he is.
Another thing, too, is I've noticed Jon Stewart has a much better acting repertoire than Colbert. Like, Stewart was in Big Daddy. He was in fucking...
Evolution.
Yeah.
It's the best movie he's ever been in. I believe he's in Evolution.
Who?
Jon Stewart.
He's in Evolution? What is
yeah,
he
he's also in Half Baked.
He's in a lot of movies.
I remember he made
y'all
a
forget
cameo.
how many movies he's in.
Well, I just remember Evolution. That's why I use Head and Shoulders to this day, but I don't remember him being there.
The only movie I ever saw Colbert in, he played a gay
I'm
teacher.
I'm thinking of the one where he plays a teacher taken over by an alien. I'm thinking of a different movie.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I don't know about that one. I just remember there was one movie that Colbert was in where he played like a gay teacher, and that's all I really know of that he's done.
So he's living his
The
alternate
Faculty.
life. The Faculty. I ain't seen that one.
He's living the life that he wished he could live out in the open.
Oh, he was in Death to Smoochie too. Nice.
But that's a great movie. I gotta watch that.
Death to
again.
Smoochie is
That's
one of
so
my
good.
favorite fucking movies.
John
That's
Stewart?
so good. Nope.
Yeah.
No, Death Smoochie 2.
What?
What?
I was saying,
No.
who was in that one? John Stewart or Colbert?
John Stewart was in Death to
Okay.
Smoochie.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I suck dick for coke. No, that wasn't John Stewart. That was Bob. That was what's his name? Bob Saget. John Stewart was the guy who was like, you ever look at the stars on weed?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was John Stewart's role.
All
man.
right.
I have looked at the stars on weed. Yes, John Stewart. I have.
You ever played a video game on weed?
Oh,
Yes, John Stewart. I have.
He was the enhancement smoker. Oh man. But to close out this segment, I'm going to say I think Shane Cashman is right. Put Tim Dillon in charge of the late night show.
No, cancel all the late night shows, replace them with nothing. Put on infomer. You know what? Even better, get rid of all the late night shows and replace them with old Girls Gone Wild commercials.
That's right, dude. I saw something about that the other day.
They got in so much trouble for those videos.
Don't care.
Shut up, Mitch.
Yeah, shut up. Fag.
Don't ruin this
I
for
wanna
everybody
see-
right now. I know
wanna
what you're
see
talking about.
Hot college girls exposing their breasts live.
College
on camera.
girls.
Dude, that shit
Some of
used
them,
to be-
I know. Some of them were high school, but they looked old enough.
I was in high school. It's okay. All right.
Exactly. I was in high school. Girls Gone- if they were high
Recently,
school
had
age,
another
it's
thing
fine.
go
I was
down
in high
with that,
school.
where the casting couch guys are same deal, in jail, because a bunch of the casting couch guys were caught getting the girls over to the place where they were filming, and then just changing all the rules last minute and the rate of pay and everything last minute, and then stranding them. And and it's oh, this is interesting. And they're oh, they all went to jail. There's a bunch of people going to jail.
Wow. Yeah, it was a different time back in the 90s. It was a better time.
Yeah,
It was
we were a
much more
proper
simple
society.
That's right.
It was a much more simple time.
I guess that would
Well-
have been the 2010s, 2010s, early Obama years. I guess that's when it would have been.
Obama.
Yeah, everything started going downhill with Obama. We can blame the black guy on this one for sure.
Thanks, Obama.
That's right. Thanks.
Yeah.
I was already doing that.
Well, if anything, maybe we could put Elmo in charge of the late night show.
Oh yeah, Elmo.
Which Elmo?
Elmo's making a comeback everywhere.
Mecca Elmo.
Yeah, Elmo has a new
If it's
song
Mecca
out.
Elmo, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, Mecca Elmo, yes. Regular Elmo, probably not. He's gay.
This is a song? Oh, I didn't even realize.
Oh, I want to hear it. Let's play
You should
it.
have just brought up Toad playing ukulele here.
Yeah, Toad should dress up in an Elmo costume and play.
That would.
Come see what Elmo did.
He won't get any bitches, but I guess.
Well, Elmo wrote his own song.
Oh,
Does Snuffy
shit.
and Big Bird want to hear it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down.
Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things.
Come see what.
Yeah, I knew that's where that was going as soon as he said that.
If you didn't know that that's where that was going, you haven't been paying attention to this show.
Dude, I bookmarked one earlier. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I bookmarked one earlier because Elmo cannot escape this. It's over for him. Whoever runs this account is forever gonna be trolled. So this is here. Elmo here to remind you that you can still be besties with your friends from preschool during the summertime. First of all, who is this fucking tweet for? What fucking preschooler is on X? First of all. But then
What are the
second,
comments?
oh, they're so good.
Well, who do you think runs all those Chinese bot accounts?
All right, here we go. Go back to being racist. It was way better messaging. Even if they're Jewish, can we be friends with them? Well, mine thinks I'm a Nazi because I voted for Trump. Even if they're Jewish, Elmo, unless they're Jewish, obviously. What if your preschool friends were Jewish, Elmo? Just everybody just coming after him. Is this you, Elmo? Just constant, just can't get away from it. We want
Mine Elmo.
Elmo, always remember your friends from preschool.
Führer Elmo has brought orders down to load the trains.
This was a legit comment, and I like this one. Preschool friends are like pubic hair. I had to get rid of them so I could finally see the sack. And I was like, oh, all right.
Oh,
good
okay,
deal.
respect.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. How from your Hitler Youth group? Surprised you're not. Yeah, go ahead.
You're not telling the kids to do black tar heroin.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's a libertarian now too. Cute.
Yeah. Elmo, we know your secret. The colors of the slide. Just can't escape.
Elmo's a New Hampshire libertarian.
9 out of 10 comments are just like, you're a Nazi. It's great.
Elmo is a fucking Nazi.
Elmo had but one big ball during. Snuffleupagus had two, but they were small.
Oh man, Elmo does not disappoint.
Which
just
is
like
really crazy. He did that in front of Snuffy, being that Snuffy, is obviously the Jewish character on Sesame Street.
Hey,
I thought it was
Tim
the Count.
Dillon was on Sesame Street back when he was a kid, so maybe some of this just
As a
rubbed off
kid?
on Elmo.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that? That's old school deep cut because I'm an old Real G Skanks fan, man. Yeah, Tim Dillon was on 2 episodes of Sesame Street back in the day as a kid. Little blonde-haired, not a faggot yet Tim.
Oh, he's showing. Hold on, let me see.
There we go.
I don't lie.
You do
What's
lie
up, guys?
sometimes.
What's up,
What else
everybody?
say about your dick size?
Rob, why are you echoing?
Is he?
I didn't hear
He's echoing for me.
Check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
Nope, no echo no more. I guess he was just being gay.
No, I had to figure it was being weird. I was.
I'll have you know,
looking
Tim,
something.
that my dick size is public record with many a group chats.
Great. All right, here we go.
God.
This was him on it. Yeah.
And it has
he was
extra
going for
skin.
something in his pocket, but
So this wasn't.
yeah, it was, it's
This wasn't
it's
the.
unfortunate.
While I was trying to search for this episode of Sesame Street online, I found an old school episode that was to teach kids about racism, and it is really
Forward a
fun.
little bit past this clip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, past this.
This is old Skanks.
Yeah, this is.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. It's deep cut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he's at the end here. Okay, yeah, because he's the
I
little
believe.
blonde kid. I was going to learn about racism.
Yeah.
Okay.
They made you wear a bow.
And you don't have to be.
Seems to be like, why is a 15-year-old here?
It just helps to have some around. And you are.
I just start sucking the trunk and Snuffleupagus. The guy said, "Cut."
So that's him in the back there? The little blonde kid? Okay.
That's Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact
Oh,
too. My
nice.
grandfather, the old the older one that just died in California, he sounded exactly like Snuffleupagus.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to say anything.
Oh no shit!
The
It's
the joke's right itself. I don't have to say anything.
Oh, yeah, there he is hugging him. Yeah. Crazy. Okay.
Man, small world. Just like it's a small world how the guy who told me I was going to be completely fucked in the Pocky Chip trial is now kicking ass in the Kentucky State House.
Yeah, TJ Roberts.
Yeah, so to give you guys some context, if you're not familiar, TJ, like a week before the Pocky Chip trial, I saw him at Young Americans for Liberty Revolution, and we were bullshitting, and I just decided to ask him, so theoretically speaking, let's say that this was this was the trial that was going to happen. He basically explained to me why I was completely fucked and Rob was going to completely destroy me in the trial of the Pocky Chip.
Because you were guilty.
Yes,
you
I
were
was.
guilty as fucking sin, and Rob didn't even. Rob was actually very sweet and tender with you. Like he was a gentleman. He
I
really
offered him a
loved you.
plea deal. He didn't want to take the plea deal. He wanted to.
No,
he
I
wanted to...
trounced him. I raped his soul because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, since then, TJ has gotten elected to the Kentucky State House.
And elected.
Elected,
And we're
yes.
here running Swampcast. What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
And I saw this clip kind of floating around my feed, and I thought I'd bring it up just because it shows you why getting in government is more important than just fighting in the Libertarian Party.
All right. Oh, he actually. Okay, there's a movie. There's a movie here. Movie time.
Thank you. Representative Roberts.
Oh, it's him.
Senator
He's
Wilson, I
speaking.
just have a couple of questions.
Roberts.
Your bill only pertains to the use of public funds, right?
Yes.
And when we're dealing with public funds, we're dealing with other people's money, right?
That's correct. Taxpayer money.
And when we're talking about cosmetic services or elective procedures, it's about optional, non-necessary
He's got the
treatments to
Mises pin
alter
on.
the physical
Might not be
appearance
able to
of
see it.
someone.
That's
I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mises Institute. man.
So, can I speak on the bill very quickly?
Yes, please.
Murray Rothbard once said, "It is easy to be conspicuously compassionate
Ooh.
if others
And
are
quoting
being forced
Rothbard.
to pay the cost." That's what the status quo is right now. Every Kentuckian is impacted when it is their tax dollars that is being used in our prisons. That is not compassion. This is essential legislation. I am a yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like how he's also Kentucky too. So it's like all the based people, Rand Paul, Thomas Massey, and now T.J. Roberts will be added
So
to
I'm
the list
assuming
of
he
based
got elected
representatives.
as a Republican?
Yep.
Democrat, actually. Yeah, to Republican, obviously.
Yeah, Liberty Democrat.
No, I meant libertarian because when we started, we were talking about libertarian stuff. I assumed automatically it was a Republican. I just
Oh yeah.
It's always a Republican. You can't win as a libertarian. Come on, we've learned that.
Has there ever been a libertarian who won a race where it was nonpartisan, where it was partisan, and he
Yes.
had to actually fight?
Yes.
Who? I'm curious.
Marshall Burt, he did run against somebody, and it was a Republican, and he won in Wyoming in a Republican-heavy area. But Marshall Burt, from my understanding, also grew up there, owned a business in that town, and was a well-known figure in the community for over 20-plus years. And then the other guy, I can't remember his name, from California, but he actually ran in like a 5-way race with like 2 Democrats and a Republican or 2 in a fucking like special election out in California and won like with like 3-4 million votes. So like, yes, libertarians have run in partisan elections where they've had to fight and they have won, but the percentage, like the ratio of win the losses is so phenomenal. You're talking like 2 and like 26 million. Like you had your miracle happen once or twice and then everything else has been status quo. So to answer your question, yes, but actually no.
Yeah, because every time I see us celebrating victories, it's always, oh, this person got elected, but he wasn't running against anyone, and it was a nonpartisan race. So it really didn't make a difference anyway.
What? You mean nonpartisan race that we can win don't matter?
Wow, really?
Running at the lowest level doesn't have any effect and nobody gives a fuck and it doesn't actually help your standing with the party or anything? It just helps you as an individual and your brand? Wow, that's crazy, Mitch. Keep talking. I want to hear more. I'm interested.
So I pulled up a list of people elected as libertarians or whatever. It lists Justin Amash, but then it talks about how he went back and forth. Statewide officials, Aubrey Dunn Jr., from New Mexico, served elected statewide office, first elected as a Republican, switched, so that doesn't really count either. State
There he
legislatures, this guy, Dick Randolph.
Dude looks like a libertarian.
That looks like one of those images you'll see in like one of those true crime serial killer podcasts.
Yeah, he looks like Muggsy
Hey.
Jones.
There's somebody we know, Laura Epke.
You know what Dick Randolph does for a living? He was an insurance salesman.
But he didn't have sex anymore because his dick done ran off.
He's so stupid. As of 2024 elections, 22 libertarians have held state-level office. However, only 10 of those were elected or re-elected as libertarians.
Yeah, we
Laura
got one in this.
Epke
Well,
won
we got one in
state
the
senate, didn't get reelected because she was a libertarian. Mark Madsen won as Republican, didn't win reelection because he was a libertarian. Marshall Burt only won to be elected as a libertarian. John Andrews, elected Republican, switched, didn't win. Joseph Stapgold, elected Democrat, never elected.
We can go all the way down if we want.
Yeah, we can never. The running trend there is never elected as a libertarian.
So there are a few
re-elected
that-
as a libertarian
yeah,
there.
but then he
Steve-
switched to Republican.
Yeah, the ones in yellow are ones that won the election as libertarians or re-election. But these are all like the latest one is 2014, and if you want to count the Marshall Burt in Wyoming, 2023.
Yeah, you can. Huh?
Yeah,
I think
so that's
my problem with
a
the
10-year
thought
gap.
process.
Yeah.
My problem with the thought process is that I think Alaska is a living, breathing example of what happens when you try to do the cultural libertarianism versus Republican kind of shtick. So we have a healthy sort of voting bloc here of libertarians and independents and other people.
We are forgetting Sean. He did win.
I was trying to say that. I was trying to say, Sean, we got one in the chat right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But the thing that I think people often like over here in Alaska, what ended up happening was libertarianism was super popular in the 70s, in the 80s, and then eventually a lot of the libertarians just joined up to the Republican Party, the Democrat Party, which was much smaller back then and was very like pro or anti-war at that point. And so what you saw happen was sort of what people I think are doing right now with the Republican Party on a national scale, where they're all going over to the Liberty GOP thing and that whole side of things. But I think ultimately what will happen is what happened here in Alaska, which is that now the Republican Party here is probably is slightly more based than some of the outside other state Republican parties, but for the most part, it's the same as everywhere else. It's just a Republican and name only factory of tards and idiots. So I think that'll ultimately be what happens on the national scale again. You just sort of recycle new people into the system, and so you get a couple liberty figures out of it. You get a Rand Paul and a Massey sometimes, but for the most part, you don't get jack shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there's your black pill, everybody.
Thank you.
No, I think it's the opposite. I think it's a pill for everybody to abandon all of the horse shit they've been doing and try new things, because you have to accept that the party is exceedingly young, and trying to even do the things that we're doing hasn't been done for 200 fucking years.
Yeah. I think, 2023 is not that long ago. I mean, whenever you're winning races like that and keeping office, I don't know if he's going to get reelected or not. So we'll see. It takes that to spread good ideas, right? And to prove that it's working.
Well,
people like Javier Milei help with everything he's doing in Argentina. Like the things he's doing in Argentina, it's amazing. And like if we can take that as a living, breathing example and show people like this is what policies that we believe in could do.
Here's why
for you
can't do that. Because the way that Javier Milei got into the position he was in was because their interest rate was at 100%, and everybody in their country was affected directly by it. So, I think the biggest problem we have in the U.S. is that through postmodernism and progressivism, we have created a system where that doesn't exist. People have the wool pulled over their eyes.
You got to put
awesome.
Like this, less bend in your elbow.
Yeah. But it's also, too, that we don't talk about is that Argentina isn't the United States, where it is a, bipartisan, Democrat or, democracy. They have multiple smaller parties, and essentially, Javier Milei didn't win with the, Libertarian Party of Argentina. He won through a coalition. So, essentially, yeah, we can win, but that would mean that we have the coalition with, the Constitution Party, the Conservative Party, the Progressive Party, the Independence Party, certain factions in the Republican Party, certain factions in the Democrat Party, in addition to the entire faction of the Libertarian Party in order to win. And I just don't see that happening, not because we can't, but because most rank and file Libertarian Party members are so goddamn autistic and inept in their ability to strategize and understand the political climate in reality that they just get caught in the weeds of no, it's all or nothing. It's got to be us or nothing. And yeah, you can do that, but good luck.
I don't think that's my point. I'm just saying, it's undeniable the positive change that's going on in the country. Yeah. So Argentina has a parliament. So obviously the party's not going to take over anything or gain. We don't have a parliamentary system. That's not a question. But when you look at the things that he's done and you say, here's the policies, that worked for them. And, I'm 100% interest rate sucks, but we're going to get there. If we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to get to these terrible taxes and high cost of living. It's already happening.
Robert, I love you, but no one in America is going to sit there and be like, yeah, we're getting close to Argentina levels. Like, Americans just have this perception that, like, it can't, not here, not to us, not now.
I mean,
Maybe
again,
in
it's no, they don't, because like if you think that our forefathers would have put up with anything our government does to us nowadays, you're retarded. So like again,
so that's where
let me make a point, because I haven't been here all night. I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna sit here, and say that Americans wouldn't put up with that. We pay property taxes. We put up with the government fucking shutting us down all the time, dude. And taxes, like, we pay more. Like, we're basically a socialist country. Look at our social safety net. You know all this. It's almost to that level.
I think what he's saying is that Americans don't believe that that's a viable threat, and so they're not going to be convinced to take the new policies. Is that?
Could I say something without anybody getting mad at me as well here?
Absolutely not. Quit asking.
No, I just want to address Rob here, and like, I understand that he hasn't been here for the whole show, but he made a choice not to be here. He had an open mic night tonight. He chose to be there instead of here. That was his choice, and he made that choice. And here, in a proper libertarian society,
I just don't like listening to you make points that are not even relevant to what I'm saying, Josh.
You know,
like,
Rob,
there's not even like
no,
Rob.
You had
here's
other
what
better
it
things
actually.
to be in
That's
the
not
swamp,
actually
and
what I was
now you're
talking
here.
about.
Want to know how I know
Except
you're
that
both
you missed that time
libertarians?
because you made that choice. It was your choice, Mr.
Yeah, and I'm glad I did that, because this is a fucking piss fest, you retards. That's retard. Like, I can't. I was watching the show. I was watching the show, and I was like, they need me. This is why they need me. It's boring,
Mr. Vincent.
It's boring as
name
fuck.
calling, sir. Do we not have any professionalism or respect in this party no more? Are we just
question.
Can we review the tape from like a month ago before Josh was Republican and what he was saying on this show? Your Honor, roll the footage.
You can roll back all that beautiful bean footage. I moonwalk over all that shit. Don't matter. That was the old me. This is the new me. I'm better.
Well,
I could have done this
F word,
a year ago,
N-word,
but I'm
F
better
word,
now.
N-word, F word.
He is completely reformed, Rob.
I am completely reformed. I am a better person now. I have healed and I have grown as a result of my transition. And Robert, I just wish you would respect and honor.
I'm not gay no more. I am
not. You're right. I have left the Republican Party, or I've left.
N-word, F word, N-word, F word, N-word, F word.
Nigga,
that's how you move.
Did you?
Oh God! See, Republicans, come get your boy. Y'all aren't allowed to say it.
Did they feed you well in Little Siberia, Josh?
They did, but I'm just trying to figure out how Rob got fat and gay. Like, we're having a war on fat and gay, and he's fat and gay.
Well, speaking about RFK's war on the fat and gays, RFK seems to be the only person in Trump's cabinet who isn't disappointing me.
Yeah, he is your libertarian in the cabinet, whether you fucking like it or not, pussies. Fuck you, Mitch, and your Trump bullshit. This is our libertarian. He's in the cabinet. Promise made, promise fucking fulfilled. Y'all can suck that dick.
Yeah, so
RFK's our libertarian, then I am fucking 120-pound track star.
You know?
And I need you to be
You're
that
gonna
way.
be in Grand Rapids.
You're gonna lose, Rob.
True.
Don't listen to them, Rob. You got this.
Now, so isn't it true since we're talking about RFK, isn't it true that like he went off and like took a vacation and he was doing all this shit, like trying to get the fluoride out of the water, trying to do a couple other things, and like people in the FDA were blocking him from doing that while he was gone on his vacation? This is what I heard like over this past week.
I haven't heard anything about that, but I saw a bunch of stuff come out about the mRNA COVID vaccines.
Yeah, I saw he took it off the school list, the list of vaccines required for schools. So that's good. And this is descheduled it. I don't know what the word is there for that. And this is news to me. That's pretty cool, but do we get to sue them yet? That's my question.
The news says USDA recently issued class safety warnings for myocarditis and precarditis.
That's what Josh
COVID.
has, pre-retardis.
From COVID and mRNA.
Yeah. Robert, you chose not to be here. Now you're going to call me retarded for pointing out honest facts. Have I made you my enemy for telling you the truth, Robert? Is that the problem here? Am I making enemies by being honest? Is being honest
I'm just
not
saying
what
you
we're
guys are
doing
gonna
anymore?
have to. You guys are gonna have to learn how to keep the
hoe?
show going at least once a month whenever I go out to
I need
comedy
to treat
night.
you like one of my
Settle
girls.
down,
and
Rob. God,
lie to you
damn.
and tell
You
you
were out
sweet
here having a
nothings and
good
you're
time.
got it.
Everyone was having fun in the
I'll
chat.
treat
You're
you
just
like a
coming in
bitch, Rob.
shitting
It's
on us.
okay. Just let me finesse that butthole when I see you next.
You know you can have it. I'm just messing with you. You can have it like Pietro, dude. You get it.
Don't threaten me with a good time, sir. I'll come over in that bed and come cuddle up. You're gonna be a little spoon for the night.
I'm sorry. I had a couple sips of cava. I'm feeling a little numb. You know what I'm saying?
I got my We've been drinking the Pietro Punch. Crazy. The Pietro
Cava bar.
Punch is fucking flowing tonight. We're gonna get that butt, boys.
Does he? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't remember he drank cava. Did Pietro drink cava or something? No. Okay.
No,
Just because
Rob,
it's
see,
numb.
Rob, you had more important things to do tonight, so you missed half the show and half the fun. So now we're gonna have fun. The other half of the fun's gonna be at your expense tonight, sir.
I had
it's not.
kava sitting on the beach with 2 grams of mushrooms when I was.
That sounds. I don't know if that sounds terrible or sounds electric. I don't know
Sounds like a
which.
good time.
It could go either or.
Sounds like a good time.
It was a little bit of both.
I can understand how that could go either way.
So I don't know what algorithm I'm now in, and sorry, Tim, I will in the future not do any of these gay ass Instagram videos.
Thank God.
This video came up, and all I could think was like, in tandem with everything going on with RFK, it's interesting to hear a liberal chick say all this.
Republicans were right about the COVID vaccination, and we need to publicly acknowledge that and apologize for gaslighting them and calling
That's
them
an insect.
What?
crazy. I will never be so politically aligned to anything that I can't see a universal truth or a fact that's in my face. I will never be loyal to something that makes me vilify the person who's telling the truth or make me be disloyal to my own fucking integrity. Like, grow up. That shot ruined my life. My job made me get it, and I have gone 2 years through the peak of COVID without ever catching it. I was a bartender washing everyone's dirty glasses. Dude, I got vaccinated and I got COVID 6 times. Sorry. I don't have an immune system anymore. If you sneeze around me, my week is ruined. I get sharp stabbing pains in my chest that cardiologists can't explain. I'm constantly chronically fucking sick. Like, they were right. We need to grow up and admit it. Like, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
I'm with Josh, by the way.
Around me, my week's ruined. Are you fucking kidding me?
She's saying,
yeah, she sounds great.
well, she's saying that the shot fucked up her immune system.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was bringing it up.
Yeah, I'm not trying to marry this bitch and have kids. I'm just trying to stick my tongue in a butthole for 20 minutes.
Yeah, Josh gets it.
Yeah, I'm not.
You guys are shitting on women, and that's been my whole bit tonight. You guys.
Look, she can have. I'm just saying here. She can look at me with them big ass fucking like.
Coon eyes.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh God!
If she's a coon, I'm gonna put her in cups.
You can tell me those aren't raccoon eyes?
Brought to you by Bob's Pelts.
Now also selling eyeliner.
Bear pellets, wolf pellets, goat pellets.
I have a deer pelt in the other room.
Deer
Brought to you by
pellets.
Bob's Pelts.
Brought to you by Bob's Pelts.
I'm with Josh on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We all agree on that.
Yeah,
I agree with Josh. I also think this woman would be horrible.
She would be insufferable. Like, yeah. Yeah, you can't get sick around her.
She could probably suck a mean
Two things can be true
dick.
at the same time.
Insuckable. All right.
Yeah, she could be insuckable and insufferable. It could be crazy fucking difficult for you to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna suck your dick all night, but you ain't gonna nut because she's gonna be so fucking annoying.
Well, that would get her sick. If you gave her your seed, she would immediately.
Look, she said
go to
her
the
week
hospital.
was ruined if I sneezed around her, not if I snuffed around her.
Snuff.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm glad
to snuffle up again. She's bam.
I'm glad that some
You missed the
liberals.
Elmo bit.
No, I saw that. I saw that one.
Oh.
I'm glad that some liberals are actually admitting to this now, but it's like it's almost 6 years. It's almost
not
been 6
enough
years.
of you are doing it either. You fucking losers.
I agree.
Tell your friends.
You can't
Tell your
admit they're
friends.
right. We have an election to win.
Goddamn right. You're gonna make Donald Trump win again. You're fucking losing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So yeah, RFK seems to be having a lot more impact than we would have thought. So God bless our favorite libertarian. And while RFK isn't explicitly said in this, I feel like he's probably kind of influencing Trump's opinion on this. So apparently Trump is saying Coca-Cola is getting rid of the corn syrup and bringing back sugarcane. Suck it, Tim.
He's making all the Coke Jewish.
I don't know why every time this story comes up, you say "suck it, Tim." I am very happy with cane sugar.
We had an argument about this.
What was the argument? Tell me. I forgot.
We had this debate several episodes ago, many episodes ago, where you were basically saying that you thought more people preferred the corn syrup because they bought the cans.
They do.
But I don't think that has to do with the corn syrup. It has to do with the cans being so much cheaper.
Exactly. Like they don't
also
care.
Availability.
When
come in mass quantities.
It's going to be funny when it's like your case of soda is like $13, $14 a case. But it's real cane sugar. Fuck it.
So I'll say that I think you're all a bit off on this. So there's already Coca-Cola being sold right now in mass in large 2-liter bottles with cane sugar, and that is in the Jewish community. And so
I'm definitely gonna have to pay more now.
Those are not marked up. They're the same price as what Coke would be if you were buying a regular 2-liter.
Well, they wouldn't buy it.
To the goys, then they're definitely going to mark it up. Nobody's like, no, Josh, you're wrong. They're like, oh, fuck.
I'm not saying you're wrong. No, fuck no.
I'm starting to think I need to embrace my Jewish roots just to get this good Coke.
Yeah, you might have to. If you want the discounted good Coke, you better tell. Yeah, they're going to charge me triple for that shit. They're like, you're a goy. You're going to have to pay extra.
I'm somewhat of a Jew myself.
Yeah, they're going to be like, let me see your genetic. And I'll be like, oh, fuck. They're going to see I'm Iranian and it's going to be over.
13% Ashkenazi, baby.
I see what your problem is now, Mitch. It's not being gay. I'll say that.
So according to Brave AI, the price could increase 10 to 15%.
What?
I think it's like $4 or $5 for a 12-pack, something like that.
I'm wondering how this is going to go.
40 cents isn't going to matter. 50 cents.
I don't think
one of the reasons
give a flying fuck about that.
One of the reasons Coke has been so cheap too is because of the massive amount of corn subsidies, and that's why we have so much corn syrup and so much crap. Mm-hmm. So, I almost want to keep an eye on Trump now and see if they roll up.
If they market it correctly, it'll incentivize Pepsi and all the other soda companies to switch to doing the same thing. Because otherwise they're going to be left in the world of Coke can market as we're the better soda because all of our soda has cane sugar, whereas they don't. So it almost forces them into the position of following suit.
Yeah, so retail 12-pack of Coke right now at Walmart, $8. So if it goes up by 80 cents, I really don't think it makes a big difference.
No.
Yeah. Crazy world.
You know how Pepsi did the F-16 fighter jet challenge, and the guy he sued them because he was like, "No, I got all my millions of points." Yeah. So the Jewish Cokes, they give out F-35 Raptors. but they just use that to bomb Palestinian children.
That's right. You get to win a bomb to sign your name on.
Missile turrets.
Yeah.
we need to have
for the dome.
We need to have the Coke version of that protester ad with the Pepsi. We know where the protester goes up to the cop.
Oh, yeah.
Except make it with Israelis and Palestinians.
That's how we get world peace, Mitch.
That's a good commercial.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
That's right up Coke's alley too. That's what they would do. They would do some shit like that.
For sure.
I mean,
Except
you don't remember the
Palestinians or polar bears.
Yeah.
No, you guys don't remember that classic Coke commercial where they had the guy in the leather jacket and all this chaos is going on in the city. He's like, let me give out free money. Let me give this guy my car. I'm going to give this bitch my jacket. I'm going to drink a Coke because the world's great when I'm drinking Coke and I can do anything and I can save the world.
That's how I feel when I do
don't
cocaine.
think I remember that now.
I'm just disappointed that RFK couldn't convince him to put cocaine back in Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I'm disappointed too. Worst libertarian cabinet member ever. Couldn't get cocaine back in Coke.
Should have voted for Hunter Biden.
Still making it. Coca-Cola is still one of the largest procurers of raw coke leaves legally in the United States.
Right, because they still use it to make the Coca-Cola that we drink, right?
Yep. And
that's a secret ingredient.
They do nothing else with it. They don't make it for the government or anybody else. They don't do anything else with it. They just, that's all.
Well, the thing with coca leaves is if you just chew them on their own, it doesn't really do much to you. To get cocaine, you have to do a lot of chemical shit to it.
If it's good coca leaves, that is not the case.
Yeah, coca leaves. People enjoy chewing coca leaves, and it does give you a
mild,
lot of good
but
effects.
what it does is it makes your entire fucking face numb, and then it also gives you like a hot sensation on the back of your throat that'll eventually make like most of your whole diaphragm numb.
Oh, you've actually done the coca leaf?
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I haven't done it.
That's the sensation.
It's crazy.
Oh, you've done it too, Josh? Oh,
I did it back in college, bro.
Just the raw leaves.
One time, and it was the craziest shit. Like my whole face went numb. I felt like I couldn't. I was breathing, but I couldn't feel I was breathing. Like it was like I panicked for a little bit because I was like, I don't know if I'm breathing or not. I'm scared I'm gonna suffocate to death because I'm not. Stop breathing.
You don't want no part of this, do we?
But it just gives you like it's not like you're talking about like a caffeine effect, not like like what like I assume cocaine is, but like cocaine is something I've never had the desire to actually do. Neither have I any kind of like any processed drug like that. I think is just stupid in general for the most part, including most of the MDMA and all that fucking horse shit that's floating around these days.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. I will say that. MDMA is a hell of a drug too.
Legalize it.
Yeah, lots of medical
I'm good for
purposes.
legalizing all of it. I just don't really care for them. At least not that I've tried before. So,
No, I'm just saying.
There's always a time and a place. You know?
That wasn't directed at you.
Cocaine, I'm pretty sure, isn't Schedule 1, so there's still medical uses for cocaine.
Cocaine is fucking everywhere. This is the United States. It's been that way since the 70s.
Pretty sure cocaine is Schedule 1.
Is it Schedule 1?
No, it's Schedule 2.
Schedule 2. That's what I thought.
Schedule 2. But they will throw the fucking book at you if you got intent to distribute.
I like cocaine. I just don't like paying for it.
Nope.
It's the rich person's drug.
Costs too much money. Yeah. You want to give me it? By all means. I'm going to pay for it? Hell no.
The people that are into it, though, they're into it. Like, they'll be like, do you see my fancy little spoon? And they have, like, this fancy little tiny spoon that they have just for their little cocaine.
Those are the ones who give it to you for free. They're like, yo, you want to try my spoon? I just got it. And I'm like,
so
yeah. Like,
this bit of a story time. I had a fucking guy I used to play Magic the Gathering tournaments with named Love. This guy owned, I'm pretty sure he's dead now, and he owned a motorcycle company where he sold motorcycles. And he would show up to the Magic tournaments to pre-releases at midnight to play in these tournaments. And he wore a little dark grimoire, like Book of the Dead, like necklace, and the necklace would open up and the book would open up and it would just be Coke with a little tiny hand that was a spoon, like a skeleton hand spoon, and he would just sit there while playing cards the whole time, just then go back to playing Magic, and then fucking 30-40 minutes later then back to playing Magic all fucking night. And then we would go downstairs at break, and he had a giant 2-foot bong that he kept in a saddlebag on the side of his bike. He would
it sounds like a cool individual. Sounds like a libertarian. Is he a libertarian?
Sounds like an Alaskan biker if I ever heard one.
Probably.
Yeah.
I wasn't into politics then really as much.
Neither was he. He was into cocaine.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm into whoever makes this shit legal. That's who he's into. That's funny. Okay.
While we push to make cocaine something more legitimate.
Oh my god.
Something that
Did I go to the
you
right
oh my
place?
godding, Rob?
What's
Fuck
I already
you.
see Kanye and what's going on here.
Yeah, no, I have this palate cleanser all ready to kind of before we move on to the next thing here. I found out where Kanye got the idea for the hit single.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
Make a song about Hitler. It'll be fucking awesome.
What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? Kids from me, then they post my bank account. I got so much anger. What the fuck are you talking about?
So yeah, it turns out it was Kobe all along.
Oh.
I don't know what that's from, but okay.
It was from an ad.
I saw a clip from. I watched the whole thing. Apparently, Kanye West went to go visit Jesse Lee Peterson and went and sat in the church and like talked back and forth to him, and learned about how the mother was the root of all of his problems. And yeah, it's a crazy. It's too long to play on the show, but I gotta send it to you. Yeah,
I gotta watch Kanye sit down with Uncle Ruckus.
Well, you don't see Kanye in it. You hear him in there, and the guy, because like it's, I don't know if you've like how much of Jesse you've watched, but like he has the show that he does, and then he has like the church service where he ministers to like young men and tries to get them to get over their hatred of their mother and all these other things. And Kanye's in the audience, and he's just sitting there at service, learning about how to change his life around and do better. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah. We need a deep dive on that.
That feels like a crossover that should have happened a lot sooner, yet somehow didn't.
Look, we got the Nick Fuentes Kanye crossover before we got that.
Yeah.
Which is what I would have preferred Jesse Lee Peterson crossover before Nick Fuentes.
I don't know. Nick Fuentes getting to have dinner with Donald Trump and Kanye West was a pretty crazy fucking story to think about.
It really is.
Here, I'll
What
just
a
play.
timeline.
I'll just play the beginning, and you can hear him in the audience. But his first answer just goes like right over Jesse said.
Thank you.
Get a mic to the young man next to you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anger?
Yeah, I think I'm the walking, living embodiment of anger.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Yes.
Speak up for me.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Yes, I do have anger.
You do. Why don't you drop your anger?
Yeah, that's what I'm learning here.
You learning what?
To drop the anger.
And so what do you, is this your first time here?
Yes.
And what's your name and how did you hear about us?
My name is Jay. I heard about you from Hassan.
Right on. Any questions first about anything that you've heard?
So yeah, it goes into that, and they keep talking back and forth for about 10 minutes here. But
Jesse has no idea that's Kanye West.
No, he doesn't. He has no fucking idea.
No.
And he's like, and even if he did know, I don't think he'd care. He's just like ministering to him right now. He's just in the zone.
Hemi Neutron.
Yeah.
God, that's wild.
Shout out to Hemi Neutron.
Yeah.
Shit's fucking insane, man. Well,
I
don't really know how to go
next.
from Jesse Lee Peterson to they're no longer transing the kids.
Oh, okay.
Well, Jesse would be in favor of that.
Jesse would be in
And
favor.
transgender kids, or was this just some weirdo shit?
And it happened during White History Month. It's all connecting, okay?
Wait,
you don't know?
There ain't no White History Month.
Yes, it is. Started by Jesse Lee Peterson. The month of July is White History Month. You got to get up on your Jesse lore, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
We're
Rob.
still in White History Month.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So a while ago when we were talking about all this, I remember that I ended up saying that eventually what's going to follow suit is what happened in the UK and Sweden. And it's not going to be the government. It's going to be the medical institutions saying, yo, this isn't a good way to go. So we should probably find something another way. And that seems to be where things are falling into place. So sad day for Chase Oliver.
Do we need to play this clip? Yeah. Let's go. Is it going to be like a text thing?
I'm pretty sure this is just another one of those. This is different entirely. This is just.
I fucking hate this. Okay.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Doesn't the news suck when they post shit like that on articles that it doesn't apply to?
It's like, we need to put out YouTube videos. Just run some shitty corporate music and put some text over it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Do we need a relevant video in this article? No. Choose one completely different.
So basically, to give you the gist, is another one of these children's hospitals, kind of like UK and Sweden, basically looked at what was happening and said, we're going to do something different because doing this the way we're doing it is only causing more problems.
All right, so it says Children's National Hospital, Washington, D.C. has announced it will no longer provide gender transition-related medical interventions. The webpage for the hospital's gender development program displays a message for existing and new patients announcing the change will go into effect August 30th, so a little more than a month. In light of escalating legal and regulatory risks to the Children's National, our providers and the families we serve will be discontinuing prescription of gender-affirming medications, the message says. Mental health and other support services for LGBT patients may remain available. You are always welcome at Children's National for your other medical needs. We know this change will have a significant impact on affected patients, families, and staff. Our care teams are working directly with families and current patients to support them. It adds, urging people with questions to contact the hospital directly.
So did they get defunded? Sorry, I may have missed.
No, you're fine.
They get defunded, or is this just a call that they're making as a private hospital? Well, I get National Hospital might be a public hospital, actually.
So it says, in light of escalating legal and regulatory risks to Children's National, which is the name of the hospital. So they're afraid of regulation and being sued.
Okay, but it was ultimately seems like their call there.
They weren't forced to do it. They're doing it preemptively, anticipating something's going to happen.
Yeah.
And frankly, if they're talking about like lawsuits and stuff like that, I just assume that means that they're afraid of, any sort of, like, they probably see some data that we're not seeing yet where, we were doing this with some kids and it's getting some bad results and it's probably going to result in some lawsuits down the line. So we should probably just change this now.
Here's a quote from Pam Bondi. Medical professionals and organizations that mutilated children in service of a warped ideology will be held accountable by this Department of Justice.
Oh, okay, yep. So that makes sense.
So they're like, fuck it, we're out, dude.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. I was going to say, I am surprised that a hospital in D.C. is choosing to do this, and this is kind of, maybe not the first one to do it, but one of the first ones we're hearing about to stop doing it. I would assume like maybe a hospital in the South might do it, but D.C. being liberal, but, they're on the pulse, so they probably, heard that and they were like, maybe it's time to make a business decision.
And apparently it was one of the first executive orders that he signed back in January that said protecting children from chemical and surgical mutilation was the title of the order.
Yeah. There's going to be a protest. There's going to be a protest outside this hospital soon. Very soon.
I mean, I haven't really seen anything come out of this story. It kind of just flew under the radar. So I wonder, they're too busy, going to those No Kings protests to focus on this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, seems like it could be a class action, for those that got their genitals cut off. But maybe if you got a Brazilian butt lift, you might have an ass action lawsuit on your hands.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Ass action lawsuit.
Ass action lawsuit.
You should be a comedian. Do stand up. You'd be funny. You know that?
I had a good new joke today. I'll tell y'all after.
Okay, we'll save that for the after show. But I can think of one Democrat who's now going to have more time to protest this. So it appears the Democrats have let go of Olivia Julianna. After she was unable to tip the scale.
The frat girl, the fat girl.
That's where my weight went.
Yeah, it went to her. Dude, her hands are fucking greasy in this photo. Jesus, dude, look at this.
Shit.
Yeah. Let me see here. Olivia Julianna has been let go from her role as the DNC's young male voter outreach coordinator due to her poor performance. Yeah, because young guys don't want to fuck whales, okay? It's not what they want. Despite the DNC allocating $20 million to the effort, Julianna failed to tip the scales after 3 months.
Oh, he did that on purpose. He did.
He did. He even confirms it in the comments.
Oh, man, that's not even fair because she doesn't even have a scale. That's crazy.
Hold on a second. Stephen Colbert, I looked this up earlier. I think his salary was only $15 million.
What?
Oh, she's got chocolate all over those fingers. What is going on?
Yeah,
Stephen Colbert, $50 million, bro. She can sport it.
Stephen Colbert's annual salary is reported to be around $15 million, with some suggesting it could be as high as 20. And this bitch got $20 million to try to reach young men.
I don't think she got the whole 20 million.
I think she did.
I don't think she did.
I don't think she did.
She probably got a good chunk, but the rest
She
of that
looks
money
like
is
she
probably
got
going to
it.
go to whoever's
Well, she
whoever's
looks
running
like
it next.
if you put anything in front of her, she's gonna end up with a good chunk of it.
I mean, she does look like she's having fun though a little bit. She's eating whatever the fuck that is, and got a beer in her hand. You know.
I think anytime that woman is eating, she's having fun. That's the
Yeah.
Me know what man want.
Oh man, she looks like Peter Griffin, but woman style. Look at her face. Looks like Peter Griffin for sure.
Yeah. So like
Lois.
Lois, I'm gonna go help bring more men into the Democratic Party.
That's a good one. You got a good Peter Griffin, Mitch. There you go.
The Family Guy voices. But I think I know someone who can replace Olivia Julianna, and I think you all know who it is. I wish Josh was here because he knows exactly what great what great woman needs to take her role. Come on, Tim.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to remember where you were going with this, but I got it. Okay.
Oh my god.
I want to wait for Josh though.
I know. I was pissed that Josh walked away during that.
Nope. He left, so the show must go on. Roll that clip.
He made a choice, right, Josh?
He made a choice.
You're goddamn right. I needed more booze.
There we go.
My girl.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Did you
hey.
know that you're Virginia not supposed to be in like a swamp?
Hey, what?
Is that okay? I would be in having a sweater that's poosing before too. But now we're using coochie coo. No, did not being to clean your teeth. Did being to cool your road beat.
Yeah.
But you being thinking that coochie draw. But no, it being coochie cool. You being on the run? Coochie cool. Or if you're looking for some bun, coochie cool. And when you just want to be in having fun, coochie cool. So if you're being ready for some summer fun with a night cool fun bum, don't forget, coochie cool.
She gets hotter every episode, dude. I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna lie. I might consider.
This is who the Democrats need.
She would reach more young men for sure.
Yeah.
100%. I would consider voting Democrat if she came to my college and convinced me that I need to consider the coolness of coochies.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what I mean?
She's got innovative and creative thinking. The type of sense of humor the Democrats need. They don't really have a good sense of humor. They can't meme. They need her.
She knows how to meme, and she looks like she's imported from China, and she sounds like she's imported from China. So Democrats are going to love her because she's intersectional. She's a woman. She might be gay. I think she said she's bi.
Check.
And she's Asian. And
Check.
she's an immigrant.
Check.
Cool. We can keep going.
Funny. Check.
Cool coochie. Check.
Cool coochie. Yeah.
Coochie cool.
She's not even trying to knock her. A little bit overweight. They like that. They like that a lot.
Obese. That's another one. What other intersections can we get with her? We're up to 7 now, boys.
I don't know. I think we just need to get to know her better.
We can invite her on the show.
Itself.
Can we invite her on the show?
I'd love to. I need her actual fucking handle. All I ever see is other people reposting her shit. I can't find her.
I need chat. Get on it. I know y'all are terminally online. I know you live on this fucking shit called the internet.
They try to tag her. They try to tag her at not melee. At naughty melee. That's what it says, but that's not a Twitter handle. And
might be Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah, one of them.
Wow.
One of them.
Check it anyway. I see this a lot. I see it where they post it and it doesn't come up as a link. And then you look. You did this before? Okay, maybe I'm retarded then. Okay.
I've been trying to find this lady, and it's just everybody else posting her shit. Mainly this account.
It's got to be TikTok. Something about this just says TikTok to me.
Well, she is Chinese, so that would make sense.
Yeah. But she looks like she's in California, which means she's kind of local to me. And if I will go out to her to get her on this fucking show.
Here it is, TikTok.
Ask Grok.
Naughty Melee. Yeah, she's on TikTok. I found her.
Oh yeah.
We did it.
Oh
She
my
only
God, there's
has-
so many of these.
Yeah, she only
Oh my
has
God.
72,500 followers.
What is this? Hold on a second.
Yes.
What
Let's
the?
fucking go, Tim. I'm here. Let's go.
Oh, hey. Did
Oh,
you guys know
hey.
that carrot not being just for bunny, honey? Oh, yeah. Carrot being nutritious and delicious. Carrot being good for your eye and your tie. You can even be in having soft or hot, and you can even be in growing your yard. Carrot can even be in a sort when you're bored. Carrot can be in big and small. It's important to love them all. But if you love them all, you're gonna be working out your jaw. So you need to eat a carrot. I'm being swearing.
I just found it. She's got
Oh
the
my
best
God.
cold opens, dude. They're so good.
Oh my God.
When someone asks you what your type is, you just show them.
Naughty Melee.
I'm dropping it in the chat for everybody because I know you motherfuckers all got TikTok. So there you
Yeah.
go.
I don't.
Find us the good ones and send them in.
Does the swamp have a TikTok?
Yeah, we do. Mhm.
Okay.
Look, here it is, right here. There it is.
Okay, there we go.
Look at
Yeah.
you, all you.
Well, there's a
Robert?
couple of them. Yeah.
How do we have a Hobbit featured so frequently on our fucking TikTok?
Sometimes he's funny.
Did I? I don't know if I
he-
made those clips or not. I don't know
I
if
think
I made
I
those.
think I made them.
Okay.
The sound isn't available. What?
Fuck you.
Basically, our podcast just saw the misogyny in this whole coming, and we were like, "Grab a surfboard, boys. We're gonna ride this one." Oh, it was with the okay.
Yeah.
But
Pornhub
what's the sound?
thing.
Oh.
It took the sound away. That's why we don't get no followers. Our fucking sound gets fucking deleted.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
only have 4 posts.
Yeah, I gave up on that pretty quick.
I'll sign into it. Just give me the credentials. I'll start.
It's the same as
posting.
everything else.
TikTok needs to bring back our sound.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like how Washington and Cleveland need to bring back the Redskins and the Indians. And President
All
Trump
right.
is now on our side.
All right. All
Thank
right.
God that link actually worked this time. Holy
No,
shit.
it didn't. I had to go and grab it, but it's fine.
I'm all for bringing back the Cleveland Indians, the Washington Redskins. I'm fine with leaving not the Washington Redskins.
We're gonna since Rob's here for the second half, go ahead and do your take this one away.
Yeah, Mr. Sportsman.
The Washington whatevers should immediately change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team. There is a big clamoring for this. I heard a lot of people talking about it. They want the Redskins back. Likewise, the Cleveland Indians, one of the 6 original baseball teams with a storied past. They have a big past, not ruined by cowboys, unlike the real Indians, are great Indian people in massive numbers. They want this to happen. They're not being represented, folks. No one's being represented. They're not Indians anymore. Aunt Jemima, not even Aunt Jemima anymore. She's not a black lady anymore. She's just a syrup bottle. Their heritage and prestige is systematically being taken away from them. Times are different now, and they were 3 or 4 years ago, but we are a country... Wait, what is it? That didn't even make sense. Times
We
are
are
different.
a country of
Times are
passion
different
and
now.
common sense.
Yeah. Release the episode. Donald
The
Trump.
word systematically is far too long for Donald Trump's dialect.
Systematically.
It's way too much.
Systematically.
He would never say that out loud.
But he would say the whatevers with an apostrophe
The
on the
whatevers.
on
The
that.
whatevers.
So I think maybe he did write this.
I'm not saying he didn't write it. I'm saying he would never say it.
He would never say system in the system. They've
Rob
been.
did a great job of like impersonating him because there's a ton of ad libs that were not in
Of
there.
course.
That I could absolutely see Donald Trump talking.
Yeah, this is him being succinct, and he had to cut all that shit out.
Yeah.
So
He wrote the script and then he went off of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
get it done. Get it done.
All right.
Get
so
it
what-
done.
so
I
then-
really do like the. I mean, I want the Redskins back, but I mean, I think they should just be like the commies or something because they're in Washington D.C. Just name them like the. Shut the fuck up.
Dog yelling at you.
Yeah. He wants me to throw the ball.
Tell the dog to shut the fuck up. And you know what? The Washington Commanders can just turn into like the Washington nobody cares because they're never going to win shit, and they haven't since the 80s, so they can go fuck themselves. And Jalen Daniels is probably going to blow out his knee week 4, so y'all
He's going to get hurt.
Goodbye.
He's going to get
100%.
hurt.
100% that man's going to get hurt. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
So
Are we getting close to our fantasy football league? Is that happening?
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, I mean, you want to draft either in August, late August, or like the first week of September, because that's when it starts.
We got to get that shit set up. We've been talking about it forever, and it's coming.
I'll set it up.
Okay, I'll set it up tomorrow.
You want to, Josh, Commissioner?
I don't care who sets it up. We just need it to be ready. And tell me
You
where
wanna
to
be-
log in.
You want to be ESPN? Yahoo's okay.
I'm Yahoo preferable, but if y'all got something better, I'll try it.
I would rather use. If we want to keep doing it like year after year, I would rather use ESPN or the Sleeper. Sleeper app's really good. I do enjoy the Sleeper app.
We'll figure it out.
The Sleeper, I'm going to look at it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out in the after show, but
yeah,
not long after Donald Trump.
No, that's good. Sorry, that's good for this because we have people in the chat who might want to be in the league, so that's definitely good. Yeah.
Not long after he posted this, Riot Comedy posted this, and it was too perfect. So I
Come on, Jaden. You guys gotta change the name back to the Redskins.
We just changed the name. What's wrong with the Commanders?
It's totally lame. Everybody thinks you guys are weak and gay now.
Yeah, but if we change it back, a bunch of fat white chicks with blue hair will call us racist.
Maybe you'll feel different after you talk to my Redskin friend here.
How? That's just JD and Redface. No, I am proud Redskin man. Chief Foreskin. You should change name back to my people. I'm calling security.
Come on, JD. Let's go pressure the Guardians into changing their name back to the Indians.
There you go.
That was good. JD
See,
was
I'm
good.
just disappointed. They had an opportunity to bring in either Kash Patel or Vivek Ramaswamy, and instead they brought in JD Vance and Brownface, which terrible. You had an opportunity to make an even bigger joke in the joke, and you didn't. Fucking lost opportunities.
It's JD and Redface.
Should be the
Whoa,
Washington
those are
Epstein
racist
files.
stereotypes, Mr. Cosby. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I know reading is difficult, but it says it right there. That's JD and Redface.
That's JD and Brownface. They're brown. They're not red. You can't be red.
No.
He's not a fucking fire truck. And that's brown. It's a shade of brown. Maybe orange.
Now whistle go woo woo. Okay.
We're gonna have so many racial debates.
I'm gonna debate this because I can.
Yeah.
Between the Italians and the Redskins, we're talking about all the races here tonight.
Italians on a race.
Let me see. Okay, I don't think he had anything else in here.
No, that was the end of the show.
Okay, here we go. We got to pay our respects to the Prince of Darkness here. I was trying to find.
And what happened with Black Sabbath?
So this is an old interview with Ozzy, right after the Black Sabbath was gone. Anyway, check this out.
And what happened with Black Sabbath? We all ended up junkies and alcoholics and everything. Like the drummer ended up in a rehabilitation center. I did for a while, and then in the end, disaster happens. It's inevitable to happen. Disaster, because it's like drugs. They were okay at the time, but we outgrew them. You know, we just we took LSD, we took cocaine, we took vast amounts of marijuana. It was fun at the time, but then we all just sort of don't have a good idea anymore.
So you have a more stable life now?
No.
That's just my favorite part. He's like dumping it everywhere, talking about how bad drugs are for you, and then she's just like,
very good idea anymore.
So you have a more stable life now?
No.
That is such an Ozzy moment.
No, we fucking don't.
No.
R.I.P. Prince of Darkness. My mother will cry herself to sleep tonight. Hope you all do as well.
Hell yeah. Rock on. Since we've reached the end, I suppose we might as well do some plugs.
Might as well. Go ahead.
What do you all got? Josh, you got anything going on?
I mean, no plugs go in my butt, so that is that. I'm not a pegger like Tim over here.
What did I do?
Getting pegged.
Okay. It was a pegging joke. I missed it.
It's okay. You'll miss the dick going in your butt because it's gotten so stretched out over the years of getting pegged. So, Go see Rob's comedy show since he can't fucking be here for the show on time. Check out Leighton's Outlawed Thoughts episodes. Leighton, aren't you going to be doing some new episodes?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna do one tomorrow morning, and then I got a bunch of other stuff coming up soon.
Fuck all you guys. I'm plugging your shit instead, so we don't have to plug anybody else. Follow Real Swampcast. Join the Discord here. 1776 swag. I don't know if that's even still a thing, but you can check them out. Retro Remnant. Proud Libertarian. Don't give money to the LP. They're fake and gay. Give money to their RLC. They're fucking awesome. And we support Thomas Massey and Rand Paul and actually people in office who can affect legislation that you care about. So support the RLC if you can. And let's call it a show, boys. What's up?
Don't step on my plugs like that.